There's certainly been a large shift that I've seen from some of the guys that I know from, a kind of headset to standalone mic and headphones, and you guys are the way to go for that.
One of the most important things to consider when you're making a podcast, for me, is considering the listener experience. What are you making them listen to? Even if you can't afford some crazy studio mic, some really high-end piece of equipment, there are still things like the Spark that will capture your voice in a way that is really beautiful and sensitive without having to break the bank.
People focus so much on, video quality, but nothing is a bigger turnoff when you see a great video and there's crappy audio. So for me, it's almost kind of hand in hand with when you start YouTube, you get a blue microphone and go from there. So, whether you're in tech or podcasting or gaming, take some pride in your audio.
There's certainly been a large shift that I've seen from some of the guys that I know from, a kind of headset to standalone mic and headphones, and you guys are the way to go for that.
One of the most important things to consider when you're making a podcast, for me, is considering the listener experience. What are you making them listen to? Even if you can't afford some crazy studio mic, some really high-end piece of equipment, there are still things like the spark that will capture your voice in a way that is really beautiful and sensitive without having to break the bank.
People focus so much on, video quality, but nothing is a bigger turnoff when you see a great video and there's crappy audio. So for me, it's almost kind of hand in hand with when you start YouTube, you get a blue microphone and go from there. So, whether you're in tech or podcasting or gaming, take some pride in your audio.
Once again, a woman's left unsatisfied.
Let me at 'em.
I will wait for you to be better.
As you wish.
Mundo think you a big sissy.
Locked in here. The Ahri will be up against Azir. That's going to be a fun matchup to watch. They're both very explosive, very flashy characters. So we're going to see a lot of like potential outplays, crazy plays. This should be a fun game to watch here.
Now, we have seen some issues with SBU and some of their playstyles kind of going solos up against a 2 or a 3 man party there. But having, you know, that experience of losing, you really learn. They lost the third game, and then they lost again on the what was it, actually last week. So their sixth game, so third and sixth game kind of widely spaced out, didn't get those learning lessons in. But we get Lulu here, and then
Tom Kinch. The Lulu pick here is really good. It allows Lulu to play around the Ardent Sensor, and we can see that's going to be a force to reckon with in the bot lane with the Caitlyn and her range. The Tom Kinch, though, super tanky, really tanky actually, and applies a decent amount of CC and can poke the opposing lane out of lane, and Varus is just going to CC or CS up. So this game, I see bot lane farming as much as they possibly can. Obviously, that's what they're going to want to do. But
Lulu and Varus?
No, it'll be Lulu and Caitlyn on SBU side, and Varus and Tom Kinch on Oakland University side here. But yeah, I see it being towards the mid-late game here. These guys are just going to farm up. We might see some early ganks in the mid lane, so that'll be very interesting to see. So yeah, we're about to get underway, and yeah.
Now, with all the developments in these item picks, because that's what everyone is talking about, the item changes, the changes to the format, how the game will kind of adapt to these new changes. And there's even talks of more changes coming from Riot. How do you play through the season with these changes constantly coming at you?
Well, obviously, it starts with one thing and one thing only, and that is practice. These guys are practicing day in and day out, getting used to these new changes, playing with different champions, looking at the meta, see who's in the top 10 of champs in each role, and they're playing around that. They're making picks and bans based off of that as well, and based off of just experience and playing in games and how that goes out, works out for them. So right now, it's kind of very mage tank-esque meta, I would say. I haven't played in a couple weeks, so I'm a little bit off there. But
I'm playing too much CS:GO.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely too much
off
Counter-Strike.
top lane, right? But, we can't wait to see that.
Yeah. We will see the Sion top lane here. I know that they had the Warwick highlighted. Thought it would have been a Sion support, but they went ahead, locked Tom Kinchin. So far, that's still what the lineup looks like. We got a pretty evenly match here, and so we'll send it to commercial here for a little bit, and we'll come right back to
before we go to commercial real quick, I want to get, now I can't give a prediction, but I want to get your prediction. What will be the, I don't want you to pick sides because it could be biased, but what is going to be, who will take the first tower, and what will be the kills? Who will have the most kills when that tower falls?
I think with the team matchups we have here, I think SBU is going to take the first tower. And I know, like you said, that might be a little bit biased, obviously, but I'm not saying that as a bias standpoint. I think the matchup here with the Ardent Sensor in the bot lane coming out of the Lulu and the Caitlyn, with a lot of poke here, we're going to see a lot of, I think, a little bit more advantage towards SBU's pick, because they're going to have a lot of movement ability with the Zac. Zac's going to be able to gank a lot out of anywhere from the map with his jumping ability. So I think SBU will probably take First Blood. I would put
and First Blood?
Maybe First Blood, yeah, and First Blood Tower. Okay. That would be my prediction.
Well, all right, we got almost just under a minute to go before we get into the game. We're going to drop you out to a sponsor commercial here, and then we'll be right back into the action.
See you guys in a little bit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back as we get in here underway to start this match off. Looks like, yep, here we go.
Things to load in.
Yep, everybody's dropping in now on the Fields of Justice here. SBU on the blue side, Oakland University on the red side. Let's get this thing started. We could potentially see some early invades here with the Sejuani in the jungle. And the Varus and the Tom Kinch, it applies a lot of CC, not only in the bot lane, but when in a potential invade here. So we could see that. But so far, it looks like both teams are spreading out. Just want to get vision across the entire map, see if they can see any of your opponents, and now, just get a general idea.
Last game, we actually saw the invade and that first blood come in the first match when SBU just destroyed Kansas. I believe that's who they played. They very first match, they ran out, got 1 or 2 kills, and then fell back and were able to start the game off on a good foot, and they ran away with that game. The second game of that match, of that matchup, they didn't do their diligence and were really handled. They were handed the victory pretty handily. So we're seeing a little bit of respect and patience coming from both sides as minions finally come into the game.
Yeah, both teams here don't want to overextend when they know they don't have to. They probably have a really good idea that they're both spread out pretty equally. So we'll see how it goes. A lot of pinging coming in from red side just for fun, which BMing, never gets old in the game. But it looks like SBU is going to start red side here with the Zach. And it looks like Oakland University is going to start blue side on their side as well. So both junglers in the bot side, other jungles here, and they're going to get going. So early on, we're going to see a lot of just farming up. These guys are just going to try to get as much gold as they possibly can, get into their first couple items or first item, and then try to make some plays happen. Like I said, my prediction, we'll see a lot of early ganks coming in from Zach, but maybe we might even see a lot of early ganks coming in from the Sejuani as well. Just some poking out damage here going on. So I do like this matchup in the bot lane here with the Varus and the Caitlyn. We have two very long-range ADCs. The only difference here is going to be in that support position where you have Lulu, who's more of a poke shield type of champion, who is going to not really want to, or is going to kind of want to sit back just a little bit, shield up the Caitlyn, get her some buffs once she gets the Ardent Sensor and roll with it. And then you have Tahm Kench, who's going to want to apply stacks with the CC so that he can slow his opponent down so Varus can get some poke damage off. So expect to see that. So like I said, not a whole lot going to happen here early on.
Well, they're really farming points, and as we can see, it's going back and forth here. A lot of gold being dealt to both teams, but it's pretty equal right now. My question will be, where will a tipping point be? In these matches in the early stages, in the early game, there's always one or two events that give that team the edge early game at the beginning. Who will make the first mistake?
It's just going to depend on team communication, I think, more than anything. Caitlyn's getting a lot of damage off here on the Varus, putting him at half health. And we're going to see an early gank coming in from Sejuani. Oh, he's going to have to flash out Master Party Will. Zach coming back in for the counter gank here.
Could we see it here? He's got him. It looks like they're going to let go and live and let be.
Yeah, a lot of damage just out here early on, but nothing too bad going on. That's what we're going to see a lot of. We're going to see a lot of potential ganks, and we're going to see a lot of people having to get out of these ganks because they don't want to give up that first blood. And like you were asking earlier, first blood is going to be such a big momentum for either team that they're going to want to try to play around that, whether it's first blood turret or first blood a kill here. So both teams are going to be kind of passive in that way. We're going to see a pretty good gank coming in here from the Zac. Cylon's going down a little bit below half health. Gangplank still dishing out a little bit of damage there.
Now, for some of our newer viewers and the people who aren't really up in the lingo of League of Legends, what does a gank mean? Oh,
so a gank is when your jungler comes out of his jungling path, which you can see in the mini map in the bottom right. It's going to be the parts that are shaded right now because there's no vision there, but that's the best way to explain it. But your jungler will come out of his jungling paths to go into a lane to help his teammates deal damage to the opposing team.
All right, so it looks like we're still pretty even. There's been some back and forth battles. Top lane's getting pretty close to that tower, but shouldn't do much here.
We might see some ganks early in the mid lane. We saw a lot of action in top lane, but I can see either one of these teams rolling down the mid or bot lane here. But a lot of damage coming out from the bot lane, and SBU is playing pretty aggressive right now. Tahm Kench is going to swallow the Lulu. We might see our first blood right here. Oh, the flash. Tahm Kench dies. First blood goes to Lulu. I did not think that was going to happen, but all right.
Did that bot just give us first blood?
Yes. The supports trade, and the first blood's going to go to Lulu.
Support.
The minions there, as we would like to say. The minion did the last few seconds, or last few hits of damage.
Like, I got this.
Really, though, I'm going to talk about that play. That Lulu flash was phenomenal.
Right at the right time, perfectly timed, and able to get them that upper hand. That is the first blood that we were looking for. The mistake. Should he have pushed up all the way there?
I don't think he should have played that aggressive, knowing that he had less than half health. But hey, with high risk comes high reward, and that's what he was looking for. He could have potentially got the first blood, but instead he ended up giving it up. So we're going to see the junglers here clearing out some wards. Looks like Sejuani and Zach both have been spotted by both teams here. Zach's just going to highlight Ari's in the mid lane, so we might see some help coming from the mid lane. Zach taking a lot of damage here, and Azir's coming down. Zach might have to flash out of this. Lulu's going to come up and shield Zach here. Ari's doing a lot of damage now, back in the backside. Oh, we see the Azir wall come in.
Got a 2v3 going on.
Yeah, it looks like Azir might get away. Ari dashes forward a little bit, does a little bit of damage. Gets to charm on Azir, but I don't know. Oh, bottom lane's coming up. Zach's going back in. Tom Kinch swallows a Sejuani. Oh, and the global comes in from Master Party. Gangplank getting the kill.
Flashes out there to stay alive.
Zach looks like he's going to get away just barely. Man, what a play there by SBU to get something out of nothing there. A lot of trade. Caitlyn's sitting here in the jungle, but she is spotted. But, oh, big charm. Big knockup. We might see a double kill here.
There it is.
Zach's going to get both kills. And it's going to be 4-0 SBU right off the bat pre 7 minutes. So... good SBU making a lot of action happen here early on. So
definitely looks like a good game. We are seeing some mistakes on those earlier pushes and things along those lines. It'll be interesting to see how the late game goes on. Again, these item builds will be huge. Trying to figure out what is going on with these buys.
SBU is going to secure the first Drake of the game here. It is Ocean, so we'll see how that goes. Sejuani just clearing out the jungle. So that's what what's good for SBU here is now that they have 4 kills, they have some pretty they have a decent lead here. They also have Ocean Drake, which is going to allow them to regen health and mana over a period of time while they're in lane. And they're just going to be pushing, playing aggressive. Don't count Oakland University out though. These guys are they're going to look to make some plays here to try to get back in this game and get some momentum on their side. So we're going to see a lot of potential ganks coming from the Sejuani. And they're going to try to get some picks here to get back into this game.
So this early gold league in these first 4 kills, what do we? Is this a bad sign?
For who?
Well, if you look at last game for SBU,
no, this lead is actually really good for SBU in the sense that. Now they're gonna get to bully the bot. They're gonna get to bully their lanes out of lane. They're gonna get to free farm a little bit, which is gonna allow them to get more gold, and it will allow them to push the lanes in so they can back and complete their first set of items, which is gonna be really big for SBU. And I kind of predicted that we would see a lot of momentum come in off of that first blood, and we sure did. And it went from it was 1-0. Oh, we do see a potential gank here. Sejuani's coming in, looking to get a pick. She does throw the ult out. Gets to Lulu.
Oh, there
Varus is going to get to Lulu here. Zach's ganking in the top lane, though. We might see a trade. A lot of damage coming out there on the Scion there. And Ari and Azir are just dancing toe-to-toe in the mid lane. So far... very fun game. A lot of action happening early on. We're still under the 10 minutes, and we've seen a lot of kills come out. So
5 kills so far, almost 30.
Oh, another
gold.
gank coming out of Zach. The Gangplank. Oh, and it looks like Gangplank is gonna fall to the Scion. Scion's gonna probably try to kill. Oh, we're gonna get the TP in here to save the Zach. Zach's gonna walk away. Well played by Master Party there to keep his teammate alive. Zach probably gonna back here, heal back up, and get back out into the jungle. Now, if you could take a look out here on the minimap to the bottom right, I want to point out the warding that we see here. Now, SBU's got the top side jungle warded on the opposing team side very well, but so does Oakland University. They got some wards in the river, and this is going to allow both teams to see potential ganks coming out of those lanes in those areas. I expect to see more red wards in the jungle and in the river here as we get towards the mid-game side of things. Because now that SBU has an Ocean Drake, that definitely puts Oakland University at a little bit of a disadvantage, and they're going to want to try to get vision up in that area so they can get the next Drake no matter what it may be, because they don't want SBU to get more than one Drake than what they already have. So you see some poke coming out of Caitlyn here in the bot lane. Overall, exciting game. Just some trading going on here. We haven't seen a whole lot of action in the mid lane, though, which is kind of surprising me because I thought that's where we would see a lot of our early ganks coming in, but we haven't yet seen a really big big gank going on there. We did see that the 3 for 2 that kind of went towards the Dragon Pit, which allowed SBU to get the first Drake. We're going to see some trading here in the top lane. Sejuani heading over. Master Party could be in some trouble here.
Got the 2v1.
He's going to flash away. He's going to get stunned, but he's going to get away. Oh, the ult comes in and a Scion knockup.
Stops him
that
up.
Looks
Will
like
he get away now?
Die.
Does not look
so. The stopwatch comes out.
And there's the kill finally. Was not able to get away. The 1v2. Too powerful.
Very close there, though. He used everything that he could possibly use to try to get out of there. But Zach's looking to come counter gank in the bot lane here. See if they can get the first blood turret here in the bot lane. Zach's going to tank a lot of this damage here. Oh, Lulu's going to ult the Zach. We're going to see a lot of damage. So it looks like they're trying to get the turret before, but they're going to die here. Zach's going to get the knockup. And Tom Kinch and Varus are both going to get a kill here. Lulu's just trying to get away. Oh, and it looks like Tom Kinch is going to finish her off here. And Tom Kinch with the double kill in the bot lane. Oh, we're going to see the global ulto come from the Gangplank. Oh, and Varus gets away with just a sliver of health. Very close play there. Looks like he's going to get back in time.
So is that just a little off on that?
I think they misplayed that a little bit. I wouldn't have liked. I know they wanted to get the first blood turret there, but I think they gave up too much. Now the game is tied, and the first blood turret went over to Oakland University, and they're working on the Rift Herald here. So we're starting to see that momentum. Actually, it's probably in Oakland University's favor now, instead of being in SBU's. But we see the Zach come in.
Oh,
Zach
good
does
pressure
not get
there.
The smite, but they're going to get the kill on the Scion. And they're dealing a lot of damage here to the Sejuani. Looks like Ari's going to finish her off. They're just going to go ahead and summon the Rift Herald. Looks like it might have been a misclick here. Oh, she flashes over. Zach's going to go for the kill, though. He's not going to let her get away. And it looks like Ari is going to get the kill here on the Sejuani. Rift Herald is going in the mid lane. So looks like it might have been a misplay there. I don't think that they meant to summon it right away, but I could be wrong. But yeah, SBU is just going to clear this Rift Herald up. It's not really going to do a whole lot, and they're going to probably push into mid lane here. So yeah, SBU takes the momentum back, getting 3-0 there, and the next Drake is up. Looks like it's another Ocean Drake, so SBU is going to want to play around that. So they get 2 Ocean Drakes in this game, which is going to help out significantly. Zach going in the early gank. Oh, and Caitlyn does not finish off the Varus. Not enough crit just yet for her, but does a lot of damage, enough that Varus is going to have to go back. It looks like SBU is going to get the first tower right here.
Now, there is a ward there, so they know that they're pushing up and going to take that tower. Will there be any defense for this, or are they just going to let it go?
The tower is a one-shot. They're going to clear these wards out. SBU already has the tower. So we're going to see some rotation here, either towards top lane or mid lane. Now that both top and bot are open for each other team, what's going to happen is we'll probably see Gangplank rotate down to the bot lane, and we'll probably see Caitlyn and Lulu rotate up towards top so they can take top out. But we do see some action here in the river. Both teams are looking to see if they could make something happen. Caitlyn's just going to get off some damage. Oh, the charm coming in from the Ari, landing on the Azir, and it looks like Azir might fall here, but he's going to get away just in time, just out of the Gangplank ult. Lulu's in some serious trouble. She's going to have to ult herself, and it looks like she's going to get away there from the Sejuani.
So we haven't seen a full 5-on-5 team fight yet. Is that normal for being 15 minutes into the game?
Yeah, these guys, since they're really high ranked, we got a gank coming in here in the mid lane. We'll get back to your question here real soon. And it looks like Ari's going to fall to Sejuani. Like I said, I was going to predict that that's where we were going to see a lot of our action early on, and it hasn't been. Sion's going to ult. Gangplank with the heal there. He's going to try to get away if he can. Flash coming in from the Sion. Looks like Gangplank is going to follow the Sion. Very interesting game going on so far, guys. We got some play in the Dragon Pit. We might see the Zach go into the Dragon Pit, see if he can get a smite still. Oh, Zach's going to have to defend, though. And, wow. Well played there by Oakland University to remove the Zach out of the play here so that they can secure the Drake. But Zach might try to go in. It doesn't look like it. And, yeah, they're going to walk away with the Ocean Drake. So, pretty even game now. Even in kills, even with the same Drake. So looks like we're back at ground zero where it's basically even. Both teams are just going to farm up. To answer your question, though, we'll probably start seeing some 5-mans, so some 5v5s here probably around the 20-minute mark. Usually those don't really happen until about mid to late game. But since most of these lanes are fairly even, I would expect to see it happen here real soon, actually. The only thing I would have any kind of concern for is Varus is 3-1. And Caitlyn is 0-1-2, which isn't necessarily bad since the Caitlyn has about a 20 CS lead. But we got to keep in mind that the Caitlyn does not have an item built yet, and Varus already has Gosu's Rageblade. So with that being said, the Caitlyn is a little bit of disadvantage. I think SBU needs to target the Varus. They're gonna have to take Varus out first if they want to win these team fights. So expect SBU to play around that. So we should see some backline ganks in these potential 5v5s that will be coming up soon. Or we could just see some picks in the bot lane. Like right now, Varus is in a bot lane by himself, and we could see some potential ganks out there. So we'll see. So like not a whole lot going on, and we do see the rotation here. The ADC and support for SBU, they're going to go top lane. Gangplank's going to go bottom. We're going to see some rotation. Might have a play here in the mid lane. Looks like Zach's going to go in, get a little bit of damage off here on the Sejuani, try to pull him under turret, but not enough pull and tug there to get him in. So we do have 4 people in the mid lane with Sion on the top, so we could see some potential play coming in the mid lane. I don't know if Gangplank he does have TP, and so does Sion, so we might see some TP plays here in the mid lane. Oakland University is pushing in pretty hard, looking like they want to get a lot of damage off here. No objectives. Baron is going to be up in about 3 minutes, so
that will be good. Another team play, another chance to, edge that lead out, because we haven't seen, it's been back and forth a lot of this game. SBU taking the first kill, but Oakland taking the first tower. We're at 18 minutes now, 8-8, a lot of 8s on the board, but yet no clear leader in what is going on in action in game.
We could see a potential big 5-man fight here. Sion is not in this fight here, and if Caitlyn can get into the mid lane before Sion can get in, they can force the TP out of the Sion, which allows Gangplank to keep his. But Baron is up in a minute 30, and I expect SBU to play around that. 20-minute mark is coming up. Both have Ocean Drakes. Both teams looking for an advantage. Either we're going to see a big team fight, and it's going to roll into the Baron, or we're going to see a big team fight, they're just going to reset. But Baron is going to be a big objective here, because since this game is so even right now, either of these teams could use that buff to help them get back into this, get a decent lead here. So far, both teams just clearing out wards, trying to deal a little bit of poke damage. And here we go. We might see our first 5v5 right here, right now, real soon. SBU just kind of hanging out here in the mid lane, same as Oakland University, just kind of hanging out there. Caitlyn's got her trap set up in the mid lane, looking to get some pokes. Zach's going to try to hop in, but he's not going to land on anybody, so
we're setting up. Bots are pushing up. Now, they can only take the tower if they have bots with them. If you're new to League of Legends, bots or I guess minions.
Yes.
Sorry, Counter-Strike lingo. Minions with them pushing up mid. Those minions have to be in the tower's range before you are, or you will be taken out by the tower.
Yeah, the tower, we're aggro champions if there is no minions there, but so far just not a whole lot going on. SBU did split off into the lanes, though. Looks like Caitlyn's going to head top lane. Varus looks like he's going to start going that way, and Sion went back to bot lane. So the stalemate in the mid lane kind of went away, but Baron is up in 10 seconds. Expect a lot of vision, a lot of wards to be placed there by SBU. They're going to probably play towards that top side a little bit. But we're going to see the top Kinch ult in. Gangplank ult trying to help out the Caitlyn here. Varus taking a lot of damage. He's got ignited and he's going to have to flash away. That might be enough to get the kill. And Lulu is going to secure the kill on the Varus. But Caitlyn will fall to the top Kinch. Zach and Ari up there in the mid lane might be able to get a pick off here on the Sejuani or the top Kinch. And Baron is up. It is live, by the way. So the last thing you want here is one of your junglers to fall in this position. Sejuani or Zach, they don't want to get caught out here. They want to just try to poke each other out and get back in the lane. Interesting trade up there in the top lane. Both ADCs fall and both supports get the kills there. So A little bit of gold goes to the ADCs, but support's playing a big, important role in this game so far, we see. Caitlyn does still have that pretty big CS lead, though, over the Varus. But Sejuani has a pretty big lead over the Zac in farm as well. So, very close game. As of right now, it's anybody's match. Either team could win. And I'm actually really enjoying this game. It's very fun to watch.
Now, everything is still tied up. This is very different than what we've seen from most of SBU's games, with there either being one-sided matches or the ode to mistakes almost, with second match of last week being one of the bad ones.
Oh, we're gonna see a gank here on the Varus. He looks like he's gonna fall to the Caitlyn. That's very big for SBU. They get to pick on the opposing team's ADC, and it looks like they're gonna head towards the Dragon Pit here. It is an Earth Drake, which SBU is gonna want to secure, which is gonna allow them to do a little bit more damage over time. 2 turrets. Zac's going to get the knock-up on the Sejuani, though. Sejuani's going to ult in. A lot of damage coming out. Zac
brings them both. Actually, only one. He only got one there.
Global and the Azir shuffle comes in to get the kill on the Lulu, but we're seeing a lot of damage. Sejuani's going to fall here.
Dr. Santa with the kill.
Azir's going to fall to the gangplank. SBU turning this around. Sion ults in, gets the kill on the Caitlyn. SBU needs to be careful here because they don't want Zac to fall. Zac's going to get some health back, and he's just going to walk away here as Sion slowly depletes his health bar. Interesting trades there. That was a very good fight for SBU. 3 for 2. Very big fight. They're going to go ahead and get this Earth Drake. This is big for SBU. What's going to happen now is we'll probably see some rotation towards the top lane. They're going to ward Baron, and they're going to probably take top turret. And then once they get top turret, depending on what if they back here, reset, get more mana, get more health, we could see a potential 5-man fight at Baron Pit really soon.
Now that one, SBU was outnumbered, but they were able to come away with, after losing, who was it? They lost Justice.
Yeah.
Justice at the support at the very, or
Ahri as well, yeah.
Ahri, yeah. So they lost Ahri and Justice at the very beginning, and then their jungler came in and they're able to clean up at the end. Was that just a bad fight for them to take? Or?
No, that was a very good fight. They saw the opportunity to get the pick. They got the pick on the Varus in the mid lane, and at that point it was a 5v4, and SBU wanted to commit to the next fight. They wanted to try to get the next fight going as soon as they possibly could because the advantage was in their favor. Azir did come in and make a great play. He did the Azir shuffle, which I predicted we would see a little bit of. And he pushed his wall. He got a huge knock-up. Almost all 4. I think he got 4 out of the 5 or 3 out of the 5 SBU champions there to get caught in the wall. Did a lot of damage. Got the kill on the Lulu. But luckily for Oakland University here that even though Sejuani fell, they weren't really able to. They didn't lose a whole lot. They lost the Drake, but they didn't lose Baron. That was big for Oakland University to still keep that alive and keep that on the map. Gangplank doing a lot of crit damage now as we get into towards the middle of this mid game. Tom Kinch doing a lot of damage here to Zac. Lou's going to come over and just tell him to back off his teammate. Oh, we're going to see a gank here though. Gangplank going to drop the ult though, but it looks like Ahri's going to fall here. Ahri got picked off there, and the kill goes to Sejuani. That actually, even though Ahri did die, Varus did not get the kill, which is good for SBU. Even though he still got the assist, he did not get the full 300 gold. He only got the 150. So important there that even though Ahri did die, the kill went towards the Sejuani instead. Who surprisingly has had a few. She's had a few ganks, but not as much as I thought she would, honestly. We're going to see Azir wall come in, the ult, and that's Azir. And we might see mid lane here actually fall, and that looks like that's what's going to happen. SB is going to take the mid turret here, mid tier 2 turret. And,
so they get the second tower. That boosts the gold a little bit there. That is a pretty good play for them. What should we see next? Are we going to see a continued aggression?
Yeah, SV is going to keep pushing. They're going to want to try to push as much as they can. We're going to see a lot of damage come out onto this bot tier tower here. And they might even take it. But it looks like, we're going to see Baron's getting started here by Oakland University. I'm very surprised by this, honestly. They have lanes pushed in, and looks like they're just going to back off. Thought they could see it. I don't think they deal enough damage right now, especially with the Varus. I don't think he can deal enough damage to burst down Baron just enough that they could do a three-man Baron pit with all of SBU up. SBU, though, was able to get a blue ward up in the Baron pit, see that, and they rotated up that way as fast as they could. And Oakland saw that it got warded, so they backed off. So we're going to see that. Still, the top turret is still standing up here for Oakland University. Might see SBU kind of push it out. Oh, we're going to see a lot of play coming in from Ari. She's going to miss her charm, but does a lot of damage onto the Varus. Caitlyn taking the red buff, and Lulu clearing out wards here in the jungle. So far, very exciting game. Like it's been so far in the last 26 minutes and 40 seconds. But with Lulu coming up here, this top turret looks like it is going to fall, but we could see a potential gank from the Tahm Kench and the Azir. The global ult comes in.
There goes
from
that
the
top tower.
Yeah, top tower does fall. So we're seeing just a little bit of trading here. We might see, looks like Ari might fall from here, but she's going to flash out. Redemption coming in, going to heal up. It is a 3v2.
A lot of damage being
Zach
dealt.
is here, and so is Caitlyn. We're going to see the ult come in. Zach's going to go in on the Azir. It looks like Azir's going to fall to the Master Party, my man. Oh, and a double kill. Sejuani falls to Caitlyn. Azir falls to Gangplank. And it looks like Sion might try to get a kill if he can, but...
Gang trying to get him here. And Master Party will claim yet another kill. He is on a killing spree. Now, that was pretty wild. We got a triple kill coming in for who was that? For Dr. Santa.
Dr. Santa. They're going to rotate to Baron here. They're going to get a free Baron. That was the ace. Well played there by SBU. They played that really well. It was a 3v2, and they were able to turn it around into a 3v4. And after that, they came up into the top lane with I believe it was, Zach was already there, but with the Gangplank, he came up, and so did Sion. It was a 5v5, and SB walks away with a 5-0. They get Baron buff, and they're going to look to do a lot of damage here. They're going to push these towers down as fast as they can, push these lanes out. They're going to back, reset, and finish some more items.
Now that was huge. This is the edge that we've been waiting to see here. SBU is up 19-12 on the kills. They're up 4-1 on the towers, and they're up 54,000 to 45,000, and we're almost at the 30-minute mark. This has been a great game. I'm excited to see kind of how once they reset, once they back up and start building out those items, how they decide to move into the kind of the middle, the late, moving on past, we're past beginning game already, but with these items, how they're going to decide to take their gameplay, because this is actually where SBU has fallen apart, and they really worked on that over the week. They worked on their team, on their communication, on their picking the right fights, and it's evident and apparent here that they are playing phenomenally toe-to-toe with Oakland.
Yeah, so right now we're going to see SBU clear some wards out. They're going to want to get this third Ocean Drake so that they'll have 2 over the 1 with the Earth Drake. This will be very big for SBU. Looks like they're just going to go ahead and get it. Free Drake for SBU.
Now, do those stack?
Yes, they do stack. Oh. There is percentages. I think it is. I think it's 6% and then 12%, and then if you get the third one, if you get 3 of them, it is 24%.
All right. So where's my over 9,000? Not yet.
No, I think that's. I don't think that's in this game.
Oh man,
I wish it was, but I don't think it is.
Maybe later if we continue to see this. Maybe later.
Yep. So SBU is just pushing in mid lane or pushing in lanes here with the Baron buff, which they have for a little bit longer. I do believe it's a little bit over a minute they have left. Sejuani's going to get a lot of damage taken here. Gameplank's going to take this turret as well. SBU looking like they kind of want to finish the game right here, right now. They have the advantage. The Ocean Drake, the 2 Ocean Drakes are going to allow them to heal up a pretty decent amount here really fast. So they're going to be able to stay in these lanes a lot longer than normal. So yeah. Sejuani was able to get away there. Even though she did take a lot of damage, she backed, got full health. So we'll see how it goes. SBU looking to take this first base tower here and to get into the first inhibitor. And Gangplank doing some work here in the bottom lane. We might have to see some rotation coming from his team, but Sion just can't keep up with the damage that he is dealing. So now we're going to see some rotation towards the bot. SBU is going to get that mid, and it looks like they might get inhib out of it too. They do. And SBU is going to rotate down. We're going to see another 5-man fight here. A lot of action. Ari's going to get the first kill on the Varus, and SBU should just clean up from this point. Getting the Varus was very big. We're going to see a global ult come out of the Gangplank. Zach with the knockup. The Azir shuffle comes in. A lot of damage going out.
Zach trying to pull him back into that Gangplank global ult.
Redemption coming in. They're going to heal up, and that GG. That looks like it's game. With the Baron buff, they're going to be able to push these towers down and finish. SBU with the ace here. Very good game by SBU. Very fun match.
A quick wrap up after getting Baron and then regrouping, kind of rebuilding. We didn't see a long pause. They didn't play around. They just went in to finish the game. And that is a good finish. Something that they've been working on all week, and it is well deserved.
Yeah, they fought that game was a hard-fought battle for both teams. Both teams played phenomenally. We saw a few mistakes coming out from both teams, but that's any game of League of Legends, if you ask me. Very fun game. Gangplank and Caitlyn came through towards the end. They both had 7 kills. Gangplank Master Party only had 2 deaths, and Caitlyn for Dr. Santa only had 3 deaths, but they both had 7 and 8 assists. So that was very interesting, very fun game. Like you said, we've seen a lot of one-sided games lately and for once we see an actually even fought match, that went a pretty decent, went past 30 minutes. So it's a pretty long game. 2 standard, which the average is like 25-30 minutes. So I mean, they played pretty decently. Pretty fun game to watch. So I do want to talk about the first thing, which was the Lulu flash. So we saw the first blood.
We did, yes.
We brought that up, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is that was the momentum. That was what SBU needed to start snowballing. Even though it was just a support on support, nobody else got the assist. It was just enough momentum for SBU to go, hey, we got this small advantage. Let's take control of it. And then we saw Oakland University come back in from that mistake. And they evened the game out for a while. The game was plateaued.
It was a very small snowball.
Yeah, it was plateaued up until about 22 minutes. We saw a few team fights here and there. A lot of good ganks coming out here and there.
What was did you get the timestamp on that stalemate? They all met up in mid, but nothing really went down.
It was roughly about 2 to 3 minutes.
That is exactly what you're talking about. They built up there to take that fight, and then just nothing happened. They dispersed back out, went for some more towers, went for some more gold. And I think shortly thereafter, Oakland went for the...
Yeah, they did go... They rotated up towards top, started to do Baron when SBU was down in bot lane, pushing bot lane. But SBU got a blue ward up just enough time at the very beginning just to see that they were doing Baron. And then once Oakland saw that, they knew that they either had to take it right then and there, or they had to rotate out. And they realized that they weren't doing enough damage to do a three-man Baron. So they pulled out, not allowed SBU to rotate up to clear vision and get wards up there and then go back towards the mid lane. That's when we started that was right after we saw that stalemate, where we saw both teams wanted to do a 5v5 and then go straight to Baron, but they both were in that position where this is anybody's game right now, so let's not force it, let's not push it. So these guys, they just played it nice and slow. Both teams did. It was very fun to watch. But that's where the advantage came in, and I don't know if you guys remember me calling that, but that 5-man ace with the Baron was huge, and SBU got it. They had that huge team fight up and top. Oakland University saw the mistake that they had on SBU. SBU was overextended a little bit in the top lane with the Ahri and the Lulu. It was a 3v2, and Oakland decided, hey, we need to take this opportunity right now and jump on it so we can get Baron. So they rotated towards top lane. Unfortunately, though, for Oakland University, they had to Zach in the bottom top side of the jungle, who was already there, just in case if that was to happen. And Caitlyn and who else? Who am I thinking of? Caitlyn and Gangplank both were able to come up into the top lane, and they just cleaned up at that point, and then they were able to rotate towards Baron, and that's where we saw the big advantage. Once Baron was taken, it was game over for Oakland University. SBU was able to reset, finish items, push their lanes out, and take the Nexus.
Well, that was a great game. You saw it here. We cast it here. We enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed it as well. We're going to be getting into the second game, but before we do that, I want to take a moment to explain who we are. This is Horizons Project at Southwest Baptist University, the first and only that we know of collegiate live content creation program in the nation, home to YouTube now. We're launching up YouTube, doing some storyboarding for that. We have Twitch streams, Mixer, and then social media that is running rampant. You can catch that out at Horizons Project on Twitter with no O's in the word Horizons. I think we got some memes out there for the over 9,000 comments, some stuff like that. Thank you again to our sponsors. Some of our most recent ones, Blue Microphones, for supplying us with these brand new Spark SLs, as well as Vertigear for the chairs, Wooter Apparel for some lovely jerseys, and of course, NZXT and Nixius. All right, guys, we're going to take a moment to go to commercial break, and then we'll be back with the pregame for the next game.
There's certainly been a large shift that I've seen from some of the guys that I know, from a kind of headset to standalone mic and headphones, and you guys are the way to go for that.
One of the most important things to consider when you're making a podcast, for me, is considering the listener experience. What are you making them listen to? Even if you can't afford some crazy studio mic, some really high-end piece of equipment, there are still things like the Spark that will capture your voice in a way that is really beautiful and sensitive without having to break the bank.
People focus so much on, video quality, but nothing is a bigger turnoff when you see a great video and there's crappy audio. So for me, it's almost kind of hand in hand with when you start YouTube, you get a blue microphone and go from there. So, whether you're in tech or podcasting or gaming, take some pride in your audio.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round 2 here, the best of 3. So far, we're going to see Zoe and Evelyn get banned again here in our picks and bans here. Varus coming out, being banned actually by Oakland University. So they don't want SBU to have that. We could see Kaylin being picked right away here, just in case for that. Jack's getting banned out of the jungle here. And the Camille ban coming in. So Oakland University... they ban roughly the same bans here. The only thing is they switch out the Varus and the Victor ban coming in for SBU. So some pretty solid bans coming in from both teams. So we'll see how it plays in the picks. Tristana being picked here for Oakland University. Let's see what SBU counters with their first pick here. Looks like they highlight the Gangplank. We might see that actually get picked again. It worked out really well for SBU. So they're going to lock it in here. Master Party's going to take his Gangplank. We'll see him in the top lane. And we're going to see the Kaylin potentially be picked here, and it gets locked in by Titan Dog 21. He's going to go ahead and lock it in for his ADC. SBU getting 2 of the champs they had last game that played really well into their victory. So we'll see how it goes. Jungle pick potential, or we could see a mid lane pick here.
So do you think that the game will be played similar, or are there going to be different strats used? Because last time, SBU, they mixed up their strategies. The first time, they went really aggressive at the beginning of the game, and it paid off. They were able to get the victory in like 22 minutes.
31. It was 31 minutes was when the game ended, but that's...
Last week.
Oh, yeah,
last week, game 1, it was very quick, but game 2 took some time, and they lost. Game 3, there was that upset. What do you think will arise?
I honestly, it's this one's anybody's game. But that game, last game, was so equal. Both teams were so equal with each other that I think this is going to be anybody's game as well. So we do see the Azir and the Zac picked here. Good picks there for Oakland University. A lot of CC coming out of that team. With the Tristana, who's going to be able to jump in and jump out of fights. Titan Dog's going to get his Sejuani here. I'm excited to see that. He's really good on the Sejuani, so we're going to see a lot of CC, a lot of gank potential coming out. Same thing with Zac. Zac has what we saw from last game. Zac did a lot of ganking, a lot of CC, was able to pull people back into fights when they wanted to get out, which was huge. And now we're going to see Oakland University try to do that into their favor. So far, both teams banning and picking very similar to last game. The Janna's going to get banned and the Scion's going to get banned here. And SBU's final ban looking like it's going to come in. I don't know who they could ban here. Looks like they're going to ban out the Gnar. Solid ban here. Tanky damage champion. And they're just not going to want to mess with that. So we're going to have the Sejuani in the jungle. Kaylin in the bot lane. And the Gangplank in the top lane. And then for Oakland University, we're going to see the Tristana ADC, Zac in the jungle, and Azir in the mid lane. And they're going to ban Galio here for their last ban and for the last ban of this round. Solid bans from both teams here, both just trying to play around the meta and banning out some pretty strong champs. We're going to see the Lulu potentially go back over to SBU here. And that's going to be a big pick because now they have that bot lane they had from last game that did so well. They're going to have it again. So we'll see how this matchup goes. Might see a Kled, Teemo, maybe even Olali. We don't know. A lot of champion highlighted here. So we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking Olali's going to get picked here. Be an interesting matchup knowing the lore of Gangplank and Olali in the top lane. If that's what they choose to go with. They are going to lock it in. And we're going to see the Nami pick here for the support. And last but not least, mid lane coming out for ADC. Getting the pick right here, right now. And it looks like we're going to see an Ahri again. So SBU gets everybody they had from last game except for Zac. And they get the Sejuani in place of Zac. So
they're not losing much, are they?
I don't think they're losing a whole lot. But the team comp that Oakland University has now is, I would say, potentially better fitted for team fights than what they had last game. But Tom Kinch was a good pick. but his CC isn't a whole team CC. It only plays around one champion. And in this case, they have the Azir with his wall, they have the Zac with his ultimate, and they have the Nami with the wave, the tidal wave. So a lot of team AoE CCs, or not CCs, but just CC coming out for Oakland University. But SBU does have a decent amount of, they have the Gangplank ult, they have the Sejuani ult, they have the Ahri Charm, they have Caitlyn ult, and then they also have Lulu ult as well. So I think we're going to see another evenly matched game that's going to go mid to late here, and we could see mistakes pushed down to a minimum. The only thing I would like to see from both teams is a little bit more warding. Their warding was pretty good, but we've seen better in the past, so I'm hoping to see a little bit better warding here from both teams as this game gets rolling.
All right, so we got a little bit of time before Spectator Cam really takes over and, you know, rocks and rolls with stuff. If you want to keep in touch or keep in connection with what is going on in the game, you can follow our Twitter, again, Horizons Project. We also have a Facebook page, we have YouTube, we have everything. Tune in, check those out, and stay in the loop. We'll be posting updates throughout the game on that, as well as First Tower and First Blood, I believe, and then also the final score outcome.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of notifications.
Social media, it's a great thing. It's actually what I'm doing right now. I'm posting to our Facebook page. Smile. Yeah. Let's get a good one. It's a video. You got memed.
Oh, I got memed.
You got memed. All right. If you go check this video out, we can get you some nice little starter packs for League of Legends. First people to like this video.
Yeah. Right on. We're going to switch to commercial here, and we'll be right back shortly with round 2, starting Oakland University on the blue side versus SBU on the red side. So hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for round 2.
Round 2. So the first round was great. SBU picking that up, so they are 1-0 in this best of 3. Picks are in, bans are in, and the map is about to start. Thank you for joining us here at Horizons Project for this Oakland versus Southwest Baptist University. We are going to get into the action right now.
As the champions lit up here on the Fields of Justice here on Summoner's Rift, we're probably going to see some, I think, a little bit more exciting plays than last game. And when I say that, I mean there was a lot of exciting plays that happened last game, but I think we might see an invade here, and I'm going to bet that we might.
A little aggro from the start.
Yeah, and that's my prediction. I could be wrong, but I think
First Blood, First Tower. We didn't do those in the pre-show.
I think SBU is going to get First Blood Tower, but I'm thinking First Blood Kill is going to go to Oakland University this game. just because the Oakland University has the Zach instead of Sejuani. So that would be my guess.
Well, that would be... Who got... SBU got first tower, but Oakland got...
No, it was the other way.
So,
SBU got first blood, but Oakland got first tower. Yeah, now I'm flipping it. And
wasn't Lulu the first one to go down last game?
No, she got the first kill on the Tom Kinch.
And then she died. Okay.
Yeah.
Short-term memory loss or something.
So far,
here.
no evade, so my prediction was wrong, but that's all right. That's
all right. Just meme us a little more, please.
Yep, both teams respecting one another here. Don't want to push too far into each other's jungles, and they're going to spread out evenly. Looks like they want to minimize as much mistakes as they possibly can.
That's important. It is hard to compete when you lose the game for yourself at the start of the game.
Yeah, very.
Uphill climbs are always the hardest. So we're going to see minions start making their way down their selected lanes, and we'll see what goes on here with the beginning fights.
Yep. So it looks like SB is going to start blue side here in the jungle, and it looks like Oakland University is also going to start blue side on their jungle as well. SBU will be top side, red side, and then Oakland University will be bottom side, blue side. So
these switching colors are always the worst. It's like, just pick a color and, like, can't we have team colors, purple versus green? Or, I don't know what color Oakland is. I apologize if you're from Oakland, sincerely. All right, so starting off here, again, we're going to see just kind of the stacking up that gold, not really very many committed fights. As a new viewer, what is something that, an inexperienced League of Legends watcher or player should look for at the beginning?
First thing you want to do is just try to kill as many minions as you can while trading a little bit of damage here and there. We see a lot of damage coming out on the Nami here. The flash coming out from the Caitlyn. Oh, and she misses her Q. Almost gets a kill there on the Nami. But basically for somebody who's new to the game and wants to get into it, the laning phase is the most important phase of the whole game, and it's where you just get as much gold as you can so you can complete as many items as fast as possible for these big team fights that are going to potentially roll around mid to late game and potential early game.
So out of all the phases in the game, laning is the first one, is where you stick to your lane and just try and farm the gold from the minions.
Yes, correct.
All right. Well, if you're new to the game, thank you for joining us. If you're new to the stream, again, thank you for joining us. We are tuning in and casting.
A lot of damage coming out here from this gank from the Sejuani. Oh, and Alawi takes a lot of damage, which she's just going to heal up with her her pods here and her corruption potions and try to stay in lane and farm a little bit. Sejuani doing a lot of damage in the jungle early on. Which I know a lot of you guys are Titan Dog 21 fans, so big shout out to him. One of my favorite junglers to watch as well, and he plays a Sejuani phenomenally. So look for a lot of exciting ganks, a lot of early ganks as well. So far we've already seen one, and we're only 3 minutes and 40 seconds in, so potentially going to be more. Nami gets a knockup, but we might see her fall. No, she looks like she's going to barely get away. Gangplank and Alawi trading up here in the top lane, but Alawi taking a lot of damage from the minion wave. So far, some very exciting plays. Zach comes in with the gank. Heal comes out from the Caitlyn.
Trying to get the defense of the tower, and there's first blood. Oakland takes your first blood. You nailed it, my guy.
Yeah, so Oakland does get first blood, but SB is going to get first blood turret this game, and that's my prediction. So far, I'm
sticking to your guns?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that.
All right, well, SBU does have a match to burn if things fall apart, but hopefully they don't. Justice is actually going to have to fall back.
Yeah, he flashes out of there with the Zac gank coming in. Might see Sejuani coming down here. We might see a turn here on the Zac. We're going to get some CC off, potentially. Oh, the knockup and the stun, and they're going to proc the Zac's passive here, but it looks like they're going to have to step away so that Azir does not get a kill on Sejuani. Just some trading here in the top lane. Lowy's pushing in pretty hard right now, and Gangplank is got his soul stolen for a little bit by the Lowy, so he's taking some tentacle damage here, but doing a good job of dodging him. So
kills off that one and goes for the other.
Yeah, a little lore here. I believe Gangplank is actually in love with Alawi, is the backstory between these two champions. So kind of interesting.
need some counseling there if they're fighting to the death here.
Yeah, exactly. But so far, nonetheless, exciting game. We've seen some pretty early ganks from both teams, and First Blood going to the Tristana here against the Caitlyn. A lot of damage coming out here in the bot lane onto the Tristana. She can always just hop away though, so not too much danger. Zach looking to get a gank here on the Gangplank. Gangplank looks like he might be able to get away. He's going to keep running, going to try to get to his second turret here. We see a lot of damage coming out from bot and top lane on both opposing teams, so very interesting game. Alawi's just going to proxy farm right here because she knows she can, so what that means is she's taking the wave out before it even gets to her next wave, so she's going to be pushing top lane very aggressive here.
Gives her minions a little bit more push there. Now, who should we watch out for? Dr. Santa has been a very key player. Master Party, Titan Dog, they're all great players. Even Justice. But who on SBU do you think will step up and really show their true colors this game?
Oh, Titan Dog 21, definitely.
Titan fan, here we go.
The fact that he has a Sejuani this game, and I love watching him play the Sejuani. His ganks are phenomenal with the Sejuani. He's always able to find picks and get those picks for his team, and he's just a good all-around team fighter with the Sejuani. And I feel like he knows that champion just as good as he knows the back of his hand. So
very spatially aware and reading the map, controlling his pushes.
I always love it when he picks her because I know he's going to perform really well with her. So I expect him to be the X factor for SBU this game. Same as for Oakland University, I expect their jungler with the Zac jungle
push
primary.
Goes in. Actually, we're getting a big fight here. It's a 3v2, trying to get something in. Dr. Santa will go down to Foreign Guy. And Master Party takes him out. Good trade there. They're going to back up, having taken a kill from both sides. It is 2-1 now, but that was some early action going on. 7 minutes mark. What do you think of that?
Yeah, both ADCs fall in that fight, which shows that both teams know they need to take out the damage dealers as soon as they possibly can, especially in ganks. But unfortunately for SBU, the Tristana has both the kills for Oakland University, and Gangplank only has the one. So with Tristana having both kills, she's going to start snowballing here. The Caitlyn's going to have to pick up her CS a little bit more just to keep up with both those kills.
Now, Caitlyn had the high CS last game, so this is a little bit of a reverse role here. We've seen a few of those throughout. Man, Master Party is going to town, trying to deal with those tentacles here. Did not expect that.
She's going to flash out of there. So far, bot lane's pushing in pretty good here, and just a lot of farm, a little bit of action here and there. We've already seen three deaths on the map. Gold is very much similar. There's only a 300 gold difference here that Oakland University has the lead on. But back to what I was saying, but I think the junglers for both teams are going to be the X factor here. Oh, we see a lot of damage coming out. Sejuani doing a lot of damage to Zac. Oh, he's going to get the stun off, but not a whole lot. And it looks like Master Party's going to walk away from the Alawi in the fight in the top lane up there. He's just going to heal up a little bit and try to farm as much as he can here. Might even see him back. Potential ganks in the bot and top lane. Ari rotated down here towards the bot. She could just be warding, clearing out wards. But yeah, it looks like that was the case. So she's just going to rotate back to mid. We might see a potential gank in the mid lane as well. Yep, we see deep wards here for SBU. Warding for SBU is actually really good right now. They have a lot of control wards up, and they have a lot of normal wards up as well. So
now, what is the difference in between the two?
Well, a control ward isn't time-based. A control ward will stay there the whole game if nobody damages it and takes it out. But a normal ward, it has I believe it's 90 seconds is how long it stays up, and it only stays up until that time limit is reached, and then it destroys. Gangplank and Sejuani going in on the Alawi here. We might see SBU get another kill here. A lot of CC coming in from the Sejuani. It looks like Alawi's going to fall to the Master Party. Gangplank up here in the top lane. Gangplank 2-0. Very good sign for SBU in the top lane.
Levels the score too, and takes a little bit of a gold lead here.
Oh, we see a lot of damage coming out from the Ari. The ult from the Azir. Zac coming in. Ari flashes out. Does a lot of damage to the Azir. could potentially get a double kill here if she plays it just right, but it looks like both of them are going to walk away. Ahri is looking to try to maybe get some... She's just going to clear the ward out. Azir's going to back here. Zach's going to go back into jungle, and Oakland University's bot lane is going to push in and get some damage off on this turret. Very good fight there by the Ahri. She does a ton of damage, and she's able to get out there. Just goes to show how strong she is right now. Titan Dog goes over the wall. It looks like they're going to get a pick on the Nami, potentially. Nami's going to drop her wave here, and Ahri's going to come. The ult comes out of
Ooh, dodges that real quick with the flash.
Yeah, that was a very good play there. If Ahri lands her charm there, I think she definitely dies. Caitlyn does a ton of damage with that ult, but able to get away. Nami's going to heal back up, and they're going to go back in the lane. Good gank there by Titan Dog 21 as he hopped over the wall, but Nami's able to sneak out of there. And good rotation by the Ahri to go towards the jungle as well, or towards the river. My bad. We'll see Zach coming in here with the jump. Caitlyn's gonna get ulted by the Lulu. Azir coming towards bot lane, but Sejuani is there to give a little bit of protection for her teammate, and does get spotted out by the ward. Zach's clearing out wards, and just some basic fighting going on here in the top lane with the Alawi and the Gangplank.
All right, so we're still doing good here. Oh, he broke his pirate heart. Thank you, Jeff the Llama King, for a little bit of lore info.
Yeah, I don't know the whole lore for both of them, but I just know that they have a history with each other. And but
there's a little high school romance, I guess you could say, something like that.
A pirate heart is something to treasure, and something you don't play with, and it looks like she was playing with it. So Gangplank wanting to get that revenge here in the top lane. 2-0 so far, and Alawi's 0-1.
So Gangplank is Gangplank. Who would wear the pants in that relationship?
That's a good question, because Alawi is very masculine, but Gangplank he's kind of like Blackbeard. You know,
he's like, "Where's me booty?" Right, something like that.
I guess.
All right, we got another fight going down here. Zach trying to make something work.
Does
on
ult
Gangplank.
brings Gangplank back towards Alawi, but Sejuani's gonna get there. Titan Dog 21 says, "No, not today, sir. Get away from my pirate friend."
Get away from him. All right, we're gonna get the fight pushing up, trying to do some damage.
A lot of damage.
Huge damage. Stun goes in, finds the kill. Master Party able to go on a killing spree now, as it's a 3v1. They push tower, but they don't have the minion wave, and they will have to fall back.
Azir might get a double kill here. Sejuani's gonna flash out, but he's gonna fall. Ahri doing a lot of damage. Zach back into the fight. Could he fall here? We'll see. Oh, Zach's gonna get a kill on the Ahri, but Gangplank
he's trying to get the trade.
It looks like Gangplank might be able to walk away here with the kill on the Zach. Yep. Well played there by the
nice barrel placement.
Yeah, by the Gangplank. Gangplank 4-0. That was a pretty good team fight for both teams. But SBU comes out on top here as they trade. I believe it was 2 for 2. I believe, yes. So
was a little costly. They did push up. However, they didn't have the minion wave, so they couldn't continue that push. Tower will stay standing, and we're still sitting at 0-0. You know, there is damage being done to this bottom tower.
We got a TP coming here from Gangplank in the bot lane. But Tristana's just going to ult the Gangplank away, and yeah. The SBU, I'm a little bit concerned because I did get the first blood prediction right, but the first blood turret might actually go to Oakland University. They have a lot of damage on the top and the bottom, but SBU is going to take the first Drake here. It's going to be an Ocean Drake. We saw that play a huge factor in last game, so we're going to see that play another big factor in this game.
We might actually lose. Actually, SBU might actually lose the top tower. I'm not sure what's going on up there.
Nami's going to fall to Gangplank. They're going to have to push this in if they want to beat, or they want to get that bot turret. All 5 of them are down there. Tristana falls to the Caitlyn.
And yeah, there it is. It looks like first tower will go to, actually, holy smokes, there's...
it looks like it's going to go to SBU.
SBU,
so, yeah.
you got it. SBU takes first tower, but it will be leveled pretty quick with Oakland taking top lane tower.
Yeah, and they also get mid as well, which is very big for them. But SBU is going to push this bot lane. They're going to get the second tower here in lane.
Keeping that advantage.
And they know that they can do it. But they also have to keep in mind that they're going to see their Oakland University is now rotating towards mid and top, even though they have 4 in the bot lane. But it looks like they're going to reset here and get some items completed. Oh, Nami barely misses with the bubble. Master Party gets back just in time before it lands. We could have seen a potential fight there.
Now, will top tower fall? It looks like we're getting someone.
No, I don't think Alawi has the number of minions there that she would need to help her take it. But it looks like Gangplank's going to get back in time, and he's going to just clear his waves out.
Calling for some help. Doing some jungling here. Lost him in the bush. There he is. Gets
so
the kill.
far, SBU is able to keep the bot turret alive, but they did lose top and mid. But they were able to get the 2 bot turrets in the bottom lane. So we're going to see SBU kind of play around that a little bit here early on. So, yeah.
Now, is there really a gain if you're the first one to get a tower, but you lose if the other team takes a tower immediately after you take one? Is there really a gain?
There is, because you get the bonus gold from being taking the first tower. Oh, the ult coming out from the Sejuani onto Tristana here. Ari coming in the bot lane. She dodges the bubble. We're going to see a lot of damage coming out here. Tidal Wave goes out, and it looks like...
Gets the kill.
Yep. Gangplank and Titan Dog 21 both get kills here with the Ari getting both assists. SBU is just going to push this bot lane. They're going to push it hard. Totally not what I would have predicted, but it's playing in their favor. No, definitely, though, First Blood Turret does play a big advantage into these... into the game because you get a big bonus gold from it, amount of gold from it. But in that case, since they lost 2 turrets and they're probably going to lose that third one to get that for just that one, it's probably going to be evened out. But the way that they're pushing these lanes right now, SBU definitely has the advantage here. Plus the kill lead with 5 kills over 4.
Now, should SBU worry about pushing back those minions in top lane because they're all the way up there?
No, SBU's playing really good right now. They're being really aggressive, which I kind of like to see. They're doing a lot of damage, so they can afford to be pushing that hard and stepping out of lane to get these kills because they are snowballing really well right now, and they need to play around that. The Gangplank is fed. He's 6-0-3, and with Titan Dog making a lot of CC plays. Oh, we're going to see our first 5-man fight here. Ari going in on the back line does a lot of damage to the Azir, but Azir is just going to get out of there. A lot of damage coming out. Zach's going to go back in, being low on health. Sejuani's really low. She's going to fall to the Zach, but Ari and Caitlyn are going to get Azir and Zach here. And it looks like Alawi's going to fall to Caitlyn as well. And Tristana trading with the Caitlyn, but Nami comes through and saves the Tristana here. Good team fight from both teams. And it looks like they're going to get this mid turret as well. Gangplank playing a huge factor in doing a lot of damage here. Zoning people out with his ult and getting a lot of picks. A very exciting fight there. 3 for 2. And SBU takes the advantage again. Baron is up in 1 minute and 25, as well as the next Drake being up in 1 minute and 53 seconds. So we'll see. We could see SBU playing around those objectives as well.
So, do you think being down 6 kills, they are also down a tower, Oakland needs to win this game? Do they need to go for some of these buffs, some of these big targets, high dollar targets?
I would see we could potentially see them going straight to Baron or even getting Rift Herald within the next 50 seconds before Baron pops up. They're going to need that. If they don't, they're going to play around Baron as much as they can. We could potentially see them go for
we see SBU. They're calling it out. They're
going to get this Rift Herald before Baron comes up. This is a good play by SBU here because this is basically a free turret. If you think about it, the Rift Herald is going to do a lot of damage. They're going to get this Rift Herald, and then they're going to go straight into bot lane with it. Is my guess, but they're going to get it. Sejuani is probably going to take it here, and then they're just going to go rotate out and try to get a pick here if they can on the Alawi, which looks like they have the potential for. Zach's going to go in on the Caitlyn in the back line. Lulu is going to ult in on the Caitlyn here with the Gangplank ult. Caitlyn taking a lot of damage.
Dr. Santa goes down, actually, on that.
The flash from the Sejuani to get out of the Zach ult, but...
this seems to have really fallen apart for SBU.
Ori comes back in.
Holy smokes.
Deals a lot of damage on the Tristana out of nowhere. Didn't even see that coming. I thought there was a Tristana there. I guess I was wrong. Completely annihilated off the map. Well played there by Justice to rotate up and get help. Sejuani looks like she's going to be in some trouble here, though. And she's going to fall. Ari trying to get a little bit more damage off, but gonna back off here.
That one shot there.
Gangplank did a lot of damage on that bot turret that whole time that fight was going on. It's really, really low right now. So
that brought us closer as well. So now both of the dragon buffs, what is that? The Bane and the Baron, are up, and then you also have a 4-kill differential with a closer gold. You know, those kills did do well. They were able to get one more kill on SBU than SBU was able to return.
SBU does still have a 5,000 gold lead, though, which is very big for them. And Ari's just going to try to clear out these wards as she can and try to get some vision up on the Baron. But it looks like they're going to go for this Cloud Drake here, which is going to give them bonus movement speed, which SBU could actually use. And that's why they're going for it. They're making it an objective of theirs because it's going to allow them to get around the map faster. And with bot lane almost open, the inhib almost open, they're going to want that movement speed so they can get around the map as quick as they possibly can. We see Nami here clearing out wards. We might see a Baron play for Oakland University.
Well, they did call it. They put an exclamation. They marked it on the map, kind of signaled it. But then I think they realized that other things were going on, and so they had to back out a little bit. You might need a little bit more. They're going to need to do something because if they go in on that and start taking damage, and SBU rolls in.
And the problem is that Alawi does not have TP up right now, and Gangplank does. And the fact that the bot wave is pushed very good. What happens here is that Gangplank can go into this bot lane, push it back, get the turret, and TP back up towards the Baron pit if there's a play at Baron. Alawi can't do that. She's either going to have to make a decision to stay in bot lane, or she's going to have to rotate up towards Baron with her team to try to get a 5v4 with SBU. But it would potentially turn into a 5v5 since Gangplank does have his TP and he does have his global ult up as well. A lot of damage from the Gangplank there with the crit and the barrel. He's going to push this bot wave hard. This bot turret, this bot inhibitor turret is almost down here.
SBU playing a phenomenal game actually so far. Up and holy smokes, that jumped up there. Up 6k gold now with 4 kills and 1 tower additional. They're trying to set up for the Baron, but we'll have to see how that goes.
Gangplank does drop his ult there. It looks like SBU wants to clear these wards out. And they use the Rift Herald in the top lane. So they get the top turret there from Oakland University. But Ari comes in, does a lot of damage. Gets the kill on the Nami. That was a dirty combo there. She does a ton of damage right now. And they need to play around that. Gangplank is going to get this turret. And it looks like he might win this trick. Oh, he might actually. Oh, he's going to stopwatch here. Oh, and he tries to flash out. We got another big fight. Zach ults in with the Azir wall coming in, and it looks like Azir's going to get a double kill, but Ari's going to get the kill on Tristana. Some big fights happening here in the mid game.
So we've shrunk the kill lead again. However, tower is still separated by 3 towers. Kills only separated by 3 again instead of the 6 that was earlier. How does Oakland get back into this game?
Oakland keeps doing what they're doing. They play defensively. They try to make SBU. They try to force SBU to make mistakes, and they try to get picks when they can. They gotta try their best to keep SBU off of Baron. They know once SBU gets Baron, this game is over. Bot lane is already pushed into the inhibitor, which means that if SBU can push that bot lane out, they can go and group up towards Baron and have a five-man Baron here. And not have to worry about their bot lane, considering that Alawi's going to have to stay in the bot lane with the wave being pushed in like that, if SBU can get it pushed in to stop the inhibitor from being taken. So strategically, a lot of things are playing in SBU's favor right now.
Endgame for SBU is Baron.
Yes, basically. They have a huge gold lead. They have Ari and Gangplank are fed. Caitlyn's playing really well too, doing a lot of damage, and Lulu's playing phenomenal as well with 7 assists and only 1 death. So with that being said, if SBU can get Baron, I'm gonna predict and say that's GG right there. That Baron's buff's going to be enough to help them finish the game.
To lift them to the finish
Ari
line.
dashes out over the wall. Fantastic play there by Justice to avoid the death. A lot of damage came out from the Azir and the Nami, but she was able to get away. We might see a play here for Baron from Oakland. Lulu taking some damage. Looks like she's going to take a lot of damage. The Nami ult comes in. Lulu ults herself, and she's going to fall here to the Tristana. But Gangplank does get another turret in the mid lane. SBU is playing very smart here. They are giving up a few kills because they know they can. But Gangplank is cleaning up these turrets like it's no tomorrow. And they're going to probably get the first inhib of the game right here. Azir trying to make his way down there as fast as he can. They might even get some damage off. This is trouble for the Oakland University here because they're getting caught out. Tristana's going to fall to Titan Dog 21 and Sejuani. Sejuani's going to flash. Going to get the charm on Zac here, but...
They're going to have to fall away and leave kind of the Baron damaged up there.
Yeah, the fight continues here. Sejuani might fall, but Ari's here, does a lot of damage. Oh, wow, she procs the Zac. Looks like that's going to be Zac there. And Ari is going to clean up here. And they do get a lot of damage on one of the Nexus turrets here. SBU playing phenomenally right now. Doing a lot of damage. They snowballed really well. They're going to get this blue buff, and then we could potentially see a Baron play right here. Gangplank still does have his TP up, so he could TP into the Baron pit if he needs to, or he could TP towards the bot lane here and can push that bot lane Nexus turret. They're going to get this top turret here, so... SBU playing around their strategy, playing around their advantages, and getting a lot done here in this game 2 of best of 3.
Will they head for Baron? That's what we've been talking about. I know.
Yeah, we're gonna see it right here. They got 4 up by Baron. Gameplank's pushing mid. Once he pushes this lane in, they're gonna go straight there. They're already starting.
Should Oakland push up and attack them?
They're gonna need to do something. They can't just give this to SBU right now. They're starting to make their way there. I think they kind of realize that they're doing it, but the Baron's already. Only at 25%, and SBU looks like they're going to secure the Baron right here. And they don't want to get anybody caught out right now. SBU is going to want to push lanes, and then they're probably going to want to back right away, get some items, reset, and then go right at it. Now that they have this huge buff, I predict that Oakland University is they're gonna have to turtle shell, man. They're gonna have to back, they're gonna have to reset, and they're gonna have to play straight defense if they want to survive through this Baron buff. So it's gonna be a long Baron buff.
How long does it last?
I believe it's roughly, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I do believe I think it's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, or it's 3 minutes 30 seconds or 5 minutes. I can't remember exactly.
Also, they're stacking it here with.
But it is a big buff that SBU has. And they have their second Ocean Drake. So, looks like SBU is looking to secure their second win for the best of 3 and to get to the last win of this this tournament here.
Definitely second win of the day. Second map of the day, you could say. I
mean, SP's got a 10,000 gold lead as well. So
huge gold lead, towers, kills, across the board, they're really dominating. For SBU to lose this game, they have to really slip up. I think that they are their worst enemy in this circumstance.
Ari looking to get picked here, but she's actually going to get back, try to do a little bit of damage, but they're going to push this mid, and that's what they should do. They just need to group 5-man or 4-man and then have Gangplank in the top lane and just push these turrets down, especially with the Baron buff. Zac going in, but Sejuani's going to knock him up. Wave coming in, global ult coming in from the Gangplank. We see a lot of damage coming out. Olawi's going to ult as well. People are dying left and right. Olawi gets a kill. Ari gets a kill on the Zac.
A good trade there. We're going to see the fight go down. There's another kill. Shut down. Master Party doing work here as it looks like, Justice was able to trade out on Jungle Primary. These are some great kills here that are going on.
That might be game.
They're just not.
They're going to zone Azir back into the turret. These guys have 20 seconds left before the next champion gets back on the map. They're going to destroy these turrets. Azir looks like he's going to fall. So it looks like Gangplank's going to get the triple kill here with the Ari getting the double kill, and that's game. GG, SBU here finishing the game off. Well played by both teams. Another close fight. But Gangplank just got out of control there, going 9-1 and 9.
So roughly a 30-minute second game here that ends in a victory for Southwest Baptist University. 14 to 22 kills, 2 towers to 9, 48.6 thousand gold to 62.9. What really went wrong for Oakland? It was last game we saw kind of a back and forth with the Lulu flash that kind of tilted stuff. This game, what was it that brought about the downfall of Oakland?
Well, first off, I'm going to say it was a Gangplank. Gangplank went 2-0 right off the bat before the 5-minute mark, and that allowed him to snowball very big. He became a monster in the mid game. Once he got into the 4 to 5 kill range, and then once he got to 6, actually he was 6-0 and 3. Once he was there, that's when I kind of saw that. I was like, okay, Oakland's going to have to play around it. They're going to have to take the Gangplank out, because if they don't, they're going to be at a real disadvantage. And not once did we see them really target him in these team fights. But also the Ari was phenomenal. She was so explosive. She was very flashy. She made some great moves to avoid a lot of deaths. She hopped over walls. She played great, and her rotation was phenomenal. The fact that she was able to get out of mid lane into bot and into top lane multiple times when her team needed her to, and she was able to turn those picks around into kills for her, and she ended up going 8-1 and 8 in that game as well. And Sejuani played phenomenal as well. We saw a lot of ganks from her. That was very fun to watch. We usually know Tide Dog 21 and Sejuani is a very good pick for him, and I like to watch him play around that as well. So it's very fun to watch, very fun game. So yeah.
So there was, you had some picks here, and I have the results. You picked First Blood against a champion would be Oakland. That did happen. That was at the 4-minute mark almost exactly. And then the first tower, or First Blood on a tower, was SBU. However, it was followed directly after Oakland. They were able to swap blows back and forth, but it was Gangplank who was able to carry and kind of lead SBU to this victory. A great round. This is the end of the season for them, so it is bittersweet. They're able to win the last game, however, not enough to go on out of group stages here. There is Timo Cup, which we will be broadcasting. We'll have more information for you on that as we get it. Looking kind of off season, we can deal with Timo Cup after. We can deal with that later. These players, College League of Legends, that group stages, that season is over. What should they be thinking? What should they be doing? What are the emotions?
Well, you have to, SBU finished with a good record, 5-2, I believe is what it was. So they finished strong. On top of that, their confidence from this game here is going to roll into their offseason with their practices and their playing in ranked, and just trying to get higher than what they are now. It's going to roll. They played really good. Same thing goes for Oakland. Even though Oakland lost this game, they're going to roll back and they're going to see, okay, what can we work on? What can we improve on? They're going to find what they need to do. They're like, all right, we made a mistake here. We made a mistake here. Let's fix that so those mistakes don't happen. So next time we play, we don't have those mistakes so we can walk away with the W. Very fun match to watch, both games. These teams were pretty evenly balanced, and it took basically the Baron buff for the games to end. It wasn't like one team got fed and it was one-sided. No, both games were very evenly matched, and then it took the biggest buff in the game for one team to actually ended up finishing the game. But like I said, Gangplank and the Ari, this second game, they played phenomenal, and that was kind of what allowed them to get the win here.
Looking towards, I guess I need to reword that, looking towards kind of the offseason, this is collegiate esports. These are not professional players who spend their whole time. We do have college classes and finals, unfortunately. It is the sad truth of life. what do they do for next season? There's going to be changes. There's going to be buffs. There's going to be nerfs. You know, players will change. Items change as we just have seen.
We kind of talked about that earlier during the first game. That's just one of those things, man. It's practice. You know, they're just going to be playing a lot of games throughout the rest of the year as much as they can. And with Teemo Cup, you know, not too far off around the bend, they're going to be preparing for that and. They're just going to keep doing what they've been doing. Both teams are. They're just going to practice and just kind of get used to the changes that are going to be made, which we don't really know what's going to be made in the near future. But so far, that's just kind of how it's going to have to go. But yeah.
Well, all right. We're going to take a quick break. The channel will go offline as we drop out our delay, and then we'll be back real quick with you for some Q&A. If you have some questions for Southwest Baptist University, kind of what they're doing, what their plans are, what's going on, or even for Horizons Project, we'll be back once the delay has caught up. Stay tuned, and I hope you have a very good day if this is where we part ways. From all of us here at Horizons Project and Southwest Baptist University, I wish you a very good Sunday. We got some blue stickers. Just kidding, I only have one. Wow, what a game, what a time. We're going to need to see chat up here, so if I can get some chat on this monitor, we can talk with you. See what you got, see what your thoughts are of the game. You know, if you got any comments or concerns. It was amazing. The game is now over. So that's kind of where that will stand. It was a good game. What did you think about it, Josh? You're chilling over here, my guy.
Hello.
Hello, Josh. Join me at the desk. We got.
I don't make comments on LOL.
You don't make comments?
No.
Is it just a LOL?
I just run the stream.
You just run the stream? Well, we kidnapped you. You're here.
Oh, no.
Thank you for.
You moved my mic out of the way.
I'm sorry.
Monster.
Here, I'll put the sunglasses on so I just look dope 24/7. All right, so. Horizons Project, casting the games, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed it too. We had kind of a fun time doing it. And, you know, it's not over. It doesn't end here. There is the Teemo Cup for the team and for us to cast. That'll be fun. We are also storyboarding. There's the YouTube coming out.
Yeah, YouTube's coming.
How's that? How's that going? The product reviews, some stuff like that. What do we got?
I don't know. That's your job. What are you talking about?
Computer builds. That's what it was. Computer builds.
Computer builds are coming.
What do we have planned for that?
Many things.
Can we have?
Tell like.
Can we have? We want the secrets. Give us
the secrets.
What can be? Now I heard
cheap things at first.
cheap things. All right, so we do have that fundraiser to renovate the studio. I'm not sure if we linked that. If you catch up on our Twitter, you can help donate.
You could link it again.
Ask your parents for ramen. We do accept that as payment. Things along that line.
Ramen coin.
Ramen coin. So the builds, like, can we have any secrets? What build should
we're gonna make things?
So
I guess that's
custom computers.
Yeah, try. I guess it's kind of a mix. It depends. It depends on what we can afford.
All right, Twitch. Okay, we got a Twitch exec over here who's giving us the. We're not allowed to talk about projects that are underway.
I don't know if I want to say it because it's part of the surprise.
All right.
It does involve like a custom case. At least our first one, our first idea. I don't know how long it'll take. Components are kind of unique and weird, so they might take a lot of time shipping, and we might get them from cheap websites.
I did get you something, Josh. I got you a present.
Oh no, I'm scared. That is picking up on the mic horribly.
All right, sorry.
No, these are awful.
I got
these
you.
are garbage. These are literally garbage.
I got you a graphics card.
Snap one in half on
for your computer. I got you this brand new graphics card.
Hand me the broken one.
Put this in your computer. It is a beautiful. So we have a.
No, it's gone. I wanted to throw it, but
if you threw it, it probably wouldn't break. There's no. It is.
I'm actually gonna. We have 4 of these.
You hurt me. You hurt me inside. All right, so back to, I guess we'll move on to things we can talk about Horizons Project, what we'll be doing. Product reviews. We have some of those coming out. Our new sponsorship with Blue. That has been...
Our wonderful mics.
Wonderful mics. Your phone, I'm going to have to knock it over here. Blue Yeti, or Blue microphones, not Blue Yeti. Blue, we got in contact with them, and they sent us 3 brand new Spark SL Blackout mics. Amazing stuff. We have a product review that we're working on. And stuff like this. That's the one we'll be unboxing in the YouTube video. You can stay tuned for that. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and social media for more info in regards to that. But I just love their packaging. They're
very pretty. They have very nice packaging, both inside the box and outside the box.
I just like the box within the box.
Yeah, well, the box within the box is nice too. All right, let's put this back in here.
All right.
So they sent us 3, which is nice.
We have 2 here, and we'll have 1 over there. We're still looking for that mixer, though.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah. We also, the computer build. So Yanni, a student at SBU who is also on Horizons Project, he will be doing a computer build. We'll be live streaming it, and then also taking the... What?
Are we?
Hey, Josh, we're live streaming that.
Who's to me?
Yeah, we're sure.
Well, I didn't know if it'd be post-production and live stream. It doesn't really matter.
We're just going to live stream us building it because it's fun, I guess. I don't know. We don't have to. We can. We'll figure that one out. It will be on YouTube, though. And it's got some really high-end, some super dank components. I don't want to tell you the graphics card.
Wallet.
For what?
The poor wallet.
The poor wallet. Well,
it's actually not that bad.
This man invested in Bitcoin, so he is a wise wizard among us.
So yeah, I guess kind of looping back to YouTube and all that, we do we kind of say this in our social slides is what I like to call them.
Social slides?
Yeah, like in the lull, you'll see the slides at the bottom.
Okay.
We have one for sponsors. We have one for social links and information. And like right now, we're doing Mixer. We currently stream to Mixer.
And Jeff, real quick to answer that, yes, mixers, they're not super cheap. I think we're looking at a Yamaha MG 12XU, 12 inputs with a USB port to our stream computer. However, the computer that Yanni will be building will be used in here and will be running a 2-computer stream from then on for at least the next 2 years.
2-computer. I don't know what he means by that, but okay.
Computer over here, like what I do in with my personal stream.
Oh,
that will be.
You mean computer playing game and computer?
Yeah.
Streaming. Yeah.
So
2-computer setup.
2.
Yes. I thought you meant you're streaming 2 computers to one device. Never mind. Anyway.
All right. So some of the components, I guess. Did you have something to talk about? I was going to go over some of the components in that new computer.
Well, I was going to loop back. We are currently streaming on all of Mixer, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. So there is content on all of them, but they're just VODs. Well, they do the live stream at the same time, and then afterwards they're the VODs. So they're the same on each platform. But eventually we're going to do some post-production things on YouTube. Mixer and Twitch will pretty much just stay live stream stuff.
Well, we're getting some graphics made as well, so kind of the transitions between them will be a little bit nicer. Just for the streamers themselves, I think what we have for League of Legends is pretty swanky, but animated graphics are always delightful. So moving into the computer build for the in-studio computer, we're trying to source some of the parts. We don't have a motherboard, a graphics card, or RAM has not been purchased. It's been selected, but we just haven't checked out yet.
Okay.
We did buy a CPU. Now, the CPU is Intel's new Core i7 processor. I guess it's new-ish.
It's new.
Okay.
It's the latest generation.
The 87K? Yeah. 87K, their new Intel. That one will be a fun one to use for video editing, rendering, and all the fun meme stuff. It's for both, so it'll run OBS in the background while we render videos. I think we probably won't do it at the same time because it's a bit extensive. But we are trying to get two. Threadripper.
No, he wants Threadripper. No, we're trying to do two computers. One is going to be Yanni's for right now, and eventually we want to do two extra because Yanni's will be leaving when he leaves. But we're trying to do another that hopefully some of our sponsors we can talk to, and that's all hypothetical. But we are trying to get one pretty much the same as Yanni's, a little bit different.
With Threadrippers?
Not with Threadrippers. With the absence of Threadripper. With 8700 Ks.
Threadrippers.
No. Anyway.
So there's that. We have the case. I think we just memed a case, and we got the $50 Corsair case I got. Corsair has
why?
Because it's a cheap case. He didn't want to spend much on a case, and it's it is his computer.
The one I really like, the case that I really like, and we're sponsored by NZXT, so obviously it's going to be an NZXT case. But it's a good case. I really like it. I like their Elites. They're I can't think of the model number, but they're the full tempered glass side ones. They're awesome. But they have a limited edition purple one, which is purple and black, which is perfect for SBU. Because it's our colors. Our colors are purple.
You know what
black.
we could do?
What?
You know that case that I have for my streaming computer? The Fantech?
Yeah.
Get one of them and do what Cybertronic does. Cybertronic. Have you seen their computers?
No.
They take the Fantech computer cases and they do like a metal brush of bronze or of like, I don't want to say brown because brown is like a gross color for some people, but like a bronze and gold brushing on it looks hella sick. Like great stuff. I would like that, but the NZXT one makes a lot of sense. And my personal computer, I don't know. I like, frills. I'm an Nwin fan, so that should explain everything. All right? Yes,
the S340 Elite is the case. You were correct.
All right. We need a wireless mouse.
For what?
I don't know, so we can control this.
Things?
We'll figure that out later.
Get one in your wagon. Sitting in the top of your wagon.
Well, I meant like a keyboard too, but that's fine.
We don't have.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Not here.
Things that we don't need that we'll have to add to his computer. We're gonna have to go ahead and buy a Elgato graphics card, capture card. That'll be fun. We're not sure if we want to go full 4K because we don't have a.
No. Just no.
No. All right.
No.
We're not talking about gaming, Jeff. We're talking about sitting here talking with you, This is kind of like a Lions Tech Tips WAN show, except we're not doing news. We're just memeing ourselves.
And it's terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's terrible.
I think we're doing pretty
well.
Fine then. We're fine then.
We'll let Jeff decide.
We'll let Jeff the Llama King. How are you today, my dear sir? All right, so we've talked about the CPU. I think I know what motherboard I want. I think we're going to shoot for one of the new Asus boards.
So motherboards aren't like really important. I mean, they are in some respects. The most important thing about your motherboard is that it gets like a lot of good reviews and stuff, and that it has the features you want. Other than that, it doesn't really matter. If you're wanting to overclock, you have to get one with the Z in the model number, because those are the chipsets that can overclock. But beyond that, it's really just like how many USB ports do you want, socket type, M.2s.
His computer doesn't want, he's not going to spend that much money on M.2s. I got an M.2 and it's in my computer, but it's not format. It's plugged in. So I started, I just haven't transferred my BIOS, or not my BIOS, my operating system.
Yeah, you're missing out on that 2-second boot time.
Oh, I'm missing out a lot more than that. There's a lot of things I'm missing out on that computer that could
improve from having an M.2 running on it.
Stop going to download freeram.com.
Freeram.com, man. I'm like a billion gigabytes. Also, fun fact in the news, if you want, there are the Threadripper, isn't it? Threadripper has, or is it the i9? One of the CPUs can support a terabyte of RAM.
I don't know what. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't looked at basically server CPUs at all. They're not. They're commercially graded, but like their threads and like core count is basically for servers. That's
what we're getting. We're getting a Threadripper with a terabyte of RAM. We're going to be able to render anything.
I'm pretty sure we couldn't even put a terabyte in most motherboards now.
Oh, you just get 128.
Most only support up to 128 gigabytes.
6 DIMMs.
No. They support like maximum 128 gigabytes.
Well, the Threadripper's different, all right? Threadripper, we're talking big boy stuff, all right? Buckle up, put your big boy pants on, and let's go off to the saloon. Let's skedaddle.
I believe Epic, which is the actual server side of Threadrippers for Ryzen or for AMD, can do like encrypted RAM, which is really cool. They can do like they can encrypt and unencrypt on the fly, which is really weird.
Like just boom, it's encrypted.
Yeah, well, because like most RAM is moving towards non-volatile. Well, there is types of RAM that are moving towards non-volatile, so you can put more non-volatile RAM in a system. So if it doesn't go away at the end, you know, your data could be.
I can't plug it, but my. Rip. Oh. Hey, I'm not gonna say anything, but contact IT support at the university. But I didn't say anything.
Right.
Dual pro. You're fine. Hey, you know what? We do have. Man, do I have a graphics card for you. If you want to come on down, you can get this nice graphics card to put in your computer.
I thought you were going to pull out one of the, like, 800 CPU fans we have in there as well.
If you want one of those, I could reach down and pull out a CPU fan as well.
So, like, when the esports team got their CPUs, well, I don't really know. They kind of got their CPUs, but I think most of these ended up in the game room.
Did we check all these for extra CPUs?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
You're like, did Chris forget one?
No.
Dang it.
You can see them all right here.
Oh yeah.
But when they got their computers and they kind of moved their old ones to the game room, some of these went into there. And
oh look, there's the CPU. Found it.
That's Pentium inside.
That's a sticker. Ooh, still wet.
It's not wet. It's thermal paste.
I touched it.
Well, now we have to get a new one. Throw the whole thing out.
It's alright, we got like 14, 20 more. Can you bend these?
Basically.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Should you bend these?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Alright, if please donate now. When is the last time you will see a CPU fan without a CPU? Horrendous acts like this should not be realized, and they can be stopped with a simple donation of $329.99. Your contribution will help us put a CPU to every CPU fan we have. Fine. We're not going to find placement for these beloved lost.
We'll find some meme to do with them. I don't know. How
many CPU fans can you have running on one CPU? If you stacked these, would they help each other?
Not really.
If you, oh yeah, because there's the.
Yeah.
What if we stacked the fans?
That you would just be.
And you put them in a tube, so it's just like a jet engine. What if you put a CPU in the middle of a jet engine? Wait, middle of jet engines, those are hot.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You wouldn't have a CPU anymore.
Where'd my CPU go? About that.
Braden put it in the middle of a jet engine.
This is why you get fired. Alright, this is going to now be a Pentium. Today on QBC, we have our Dell Pentium Inside Intel processor graphics card.
All right, now we've gotten off topic.
All right, yeah.
Off topic.
Let's see. What did Jan say?
Anyway, yeah, so we're trying to get a 2-computer setup for editing videos and streaming. Hopefully it'll kind of help us overcome some of the problems we have right now, because right now we do use one. We have one monitor over here, and then the rest of it's all over there.
But we just picked up additional monitors, so we have actually monitors everywhere now. But not good ones.
Yeah, they're not. They're old 1,440 sideways, and then I think it's like 900 up and down. It's a weird.
They're old university Dell monitors. All right, that's all he was trying to
basically.
say. Did you change the title of the show to talk show? Or the game? Or is it still on League of Legends?
I changed it to IRL.
Oh, it should have been talk show, but that's fine.
Oh, well, that's
Did you change it on Mixer? No.
Yes, changed it on both.
To IRL? There's IRL on Mixer? Yeah.
I think so.
Well, we'll
if not, there is now.
We'll figure it out. You know, we like trying new things here.
Why is this talk show? I know. I didn't think this was going to be long. You just wrote me into this.
I did.
I was leaving.
You were leaving?
Help.
Help. All right, so we covered the CPU. Wow, we got sidetracked on Yanni's computer.
Yeah.
CPU, RAM, we're getting 16 gigabytes. Graphics card, that's a hard one. There's some from Asus, like there's a 1070.
Well, miners have brought them up. The prices are way up because of miners.
But they're not going to go down anytime soon. That's what.
Okay, so like the only thing like prices would go down. The only reason is if the difficulty curve for Bitcoin mining like got way above what a 1080 could do. And then the market's going to be flooded because everyone who has them are going to try to sell them in the used market. And so like you'll see like 1080s everywhere after
so buying a 1080 is a bad idea, but you don't have a different you don't have another option.
For Bitcoin mining, I mean it's a good idea. Well, not at these prices. If you find a cheap one. I guess.
If you have one and you put it to work, it makes sense. The problem is buying it, the acquisition of them.
Yeah. Also, you don't make much. I mean, you would be making the maximum, I guess, on that one, but I don't know if you'd be making enough to pay electricity. I don't know how all that works.
Well, you do here if you live at a university.
Yeah, I also don't know. Our university doesn't have anything like specifically that says you cannot use more than X amount of energy.
They never said anything, so let's do it. Look, we got some graphics cards right here. Let's start it. Let's start it. We'll mine 1 Bitcoin every trillion years.
Yeah, probably.
And by that time, they'll be like, sorry, we were unable to validate this transaction.
Well, okay, so GPUs can do like vector graphic or vector manipulation or whatever. So they can do a lot of calculations on the same set of values. So that's how they fit into Bitcoin.
What if we just used a supercomputer
really quickly? Huh?
What if we like leased out time on a supercomputer to mine Bitcoin?
You'd probably not make enough back.
Well, you'd probably make a lot of money, and then you just got to file your company for bankruptcy real quick. That's illegal, actually. I'm pretty sure that's fraud of some sort.
Yeah. Great.
All right, what was the other thing we got him? Case, CPU. Oh, we got him refurbished industrial grade hard drives. They were $50, and so for $49, you can get a 1 terabyte Seagate hard drive.
Too Russian.
What?
A little too Russian.
Sorry. For 1 terabyte, you can get, or for $49, you can get a 1 terabyte Seagate hard drive, or for $54, you can get a 3 terabyte industrial refurbished Seagate hard drive.
Okay.
So we got 2 of the industrials.
I don't know if industrials would be very fast. Do you know their RPMs?
They're the same.
What is the same?
72,000.
Yeah.
Or 7,200, whichever one it was.
I mean, I don't know. Industrial's supposed to not break. I don't know.
Well, they're refurbished, so it's like someone took them out and was just reselling them. So we went with those. We haven't gotten an SSD.
We know what motherboard we want. It's Asus, but we want to see if we can reach out to Asus. Got in a fight with Newegg last night. They're like, we match prices. And I was like, awesome, sweet. Amazon has it cheaper than you. And they're like, we can't match that price. And I was like, why not? It's below our cost. I was like, so you're not going to help us buy these other components? Because the case was a little bit more expensive on Amazon, but everything else was the same price.
Why don't you just buy the rest on Amazon?
Because I wanted to see if they would... Because if they would take the CPU price down, then we'd be fine. We'd just order all on Newegg, and it'd be one order, and it'd be in one shipment. But no, they wouldn't work with us, so we were like... I was like, well, fine then. We're gonna bounce. She kept sending me their TO terms of service or whatever. Terms of exchange or whatever.
Yeah, Britain's now banned on Newegg and Valve.
I'm not banned. Why am I banned on? I didn't do anything to Valve. I'm banned on NZXT. There are response. I'm not banned on anywhere. I'm a good person.
Yeah. How many CS:GO accounts were banned last night?
It was 2 nights ago, and it was 4. Actually, it was 3, but 1 twice. Last night was better. I was a good person last night.
Anyway,
it was a good night.
You've really got off topic.
All right. We need to. Do you want to help me write the script for the unboxing and then the review side?
I thought you already did that.
No, we wrote the script out completely for the intro. We have script, camera commands, and then the stage commands. So like there's in green, there's where the camera will be, and orange, there's where, or no, it's green is where the camera will be. Blue is where the host, what the host should do.
You could have just said no.
And then in black, there's the actual like what's happening.
Okay.
And so we have that for the themed thing. So we need to write that unboxing and get that done here soon. But yeah, I think we're...
Yeah, I don't know how that... Okay, whatever.
You don't know how to what?
I don't know. I don't know why we explain that, but that's fine. It's fine. We have stuff to do.
Yeah, we got stuff to do.
We have stuff to do. We have post-production coming out, hopefully. Brayden has to buy me a whole bunch of new tech toys. A whole bunch.
Spending money. Unless I get to play with them, then it's fine.
No, he doesn't. He's not allowed to touch them.
I will remember.
But yeah, we gotta do that.
My wallet.
We have to do some videos for the esports team.
Esports videos, yeah, I almost forgot about that. That one's gonna be fun.
That starts next week.
Do we have a team? Who's the team lead on that?
It is Seth.
Oh yeah, Seth. Does he have a meeting established? We'll figure that out.
With who? With Chris?
I don't know.
He wants to have a meeting with Chris. I don't know if that's what you mean.
I like that kid. Seth, you're a good kid. Keep it up. All right.
He keeps hitting the table. I know it picks up awful. Sorry,
because this
Jeff.
cord's tight. We got to loosen this cord up. It's like if you do this right here.
And you're going to hear every bit of it being loose.
No, see, look, it's got a shock mount, so it's perfectly fine. Shock mount. See, you don't hear this.
That's not how that works.
I'm sorry.
How that works.
All right, I think we're good.
Are we?
I think we're
did
done
you have
here.
anything else? All you did was talk about computer builds and
Well, we talked
went
a
on
little
a
bit.
rant about random fans.
Yeah, that sums it up.
There's lots of things going on. Streaming starts next week. Normal streaming starts next week.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, technically tomorrow.
Scheduled streams.
Was it not obnoxious? Maybe.
Boom.
I have the monitor on the mixer going through my
Watch
headset.
this. Watch what happens when I switch this. Quiet. Just kidding. I'm actually a little quieter though, but it does
I can still
eliminate.
hear that.
You what?
I can still hear that.
All right. Well,
OBS goes quieter though.
for the most part.
What is the oh, mine just totally. Hello?
So your gain is turned hella down, probably. I know.
What does the second one do?
I'm not sure what that second switch does, and from as far as I can read, and they don't detail what it does.
That's weird.
It probably drops out high pitched noises or low pitches. It's probably one of those. Which so you got a straight line on one, then you got a straight line that goes down on the other, and it's a little slider. And that's all I know.
Anything else? There's some other things. Mitchell's working on some post-production things.
Oh, he is. So is Cooper. Or is Mitchell doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, Cooper.
He'll be good to have that computer. Found out that my computer only gets Wi-Fi if the body panels are off.
Yeah.
Not sure why, but it's
Faraday cages. Faraday cages. Metal cages will block. I mean, like, that's not a real, like, good one, but it's sort
good
of
enough
one.
to completely drop the Wi-Fi out from 3 bars in this room.
You don't get it 3 bars in here, do we?
2, 3. I do in that computer.
Really?
Take the panels off, and I get absolutely nothing.
I know if I'm like over here, I can't, and if I'm over there, I can. So.
It's been good.
There's really no Q&A here. It's just us talking.
Jeff the Llama King. It's because it's on IRL and not talk show.
Oh, switch it. You got a phone. You can log into Restream.
Too much effort.
Exactly.
We're at the end anyway.
Yeah, we are.
I like this though. This has been good.
I guess.
All right.
Define
you ready to end it?
No.
All right. That's fine.
We can end it. That's fine.
What are you gonna mute me?
Yes, I'm gonna mute you. There, you're muted.
No, you're just turning down.
I'm aware.
The recording. I don't know what you're turning down on the computer, but you're turning a microphone down.
It shouldn't be anything. Well, it might turn down the whole mixer. It might turn down line. That's fine. It's back up. I could turn down
Press
volume.
7.1. Ooh, I hear the difference, JK. I actually don't hear anything. I have no audio in my headset right now.
Your mic is muted.
No.
Is there anything else going on? That we can publicly tell, I guess.
We're moving the expo to TwitchCon.
Yeah, sort of.
That one should be fun.
We're still having our expo here, though.
Yeah. So our expo, actually, that's something to talk about. Our expo, April 21st, 28th, 28th. It's a Bearcat Day.
No clue.
So there's gonna be a lot of little munchies running around, and there's gonna be a Comic-Con going on in the library, and we're gonna have VR, potentially can't say that, Mario Kart and Rocket League.
Are you talking about the AV thing?
Audiovisual, yes.
No.
Audiovisual, yes. Some things we can't say.
Come on, no one is good to guess that. Audiovisual, yeah. It was hard to guess.
Stop. We're still in talks. So that one should be good.
Arcane Valley. I don't know. What else could that mean?
All right, just stop. Yeah, it'll be fun. We have to get this computer turned back on and upload the flyer. We got to hand those flyers out. That's Tommy. Tommy's knocking that out. Getting the flyers taken out. The library's like, we need volunteers. And I'm like, I'm not going to volunteer, but I'll show up to your meetings. Maddie's like, I'll volunteer for marketing. I was like, dang it, Maddie, I need you.
Her marketing is our marketing, though.
Exactly. But she's going to market for them. Well, I guess.
No.
I don't know. She works for
Overcome their marketing. Seize the means of marketing.
We just can't lose her. If we lose her, then we're in trouble.
Well, first off, even if we lost her, it'd only be for a few months.
Why?
Because after that, she would no longer be marketing for an event that already happened.
Good point. Good point there. All right, I'm done. I quit.
He quits.
I quit. We're still here.
Well, welcome to my D&D podcast.
Go for it. I want to hear this. No, I want to hear this one. Come on.
Nothing.
All right. So how many sides?
What is your character's name?
Ogmore.
Oggermore?
Oggermore of the Orcish nation.
Is that a double name? Oggermore? Is that
No,
your
no, no.
surname?
It is
Right.
A-G-O-R, Ogor.
Okay.
Actually, it's A-U-G-G-O-R.
It's doubled in length.
Gore. Oggermore.
Okay.
Changed the name like 4 times last 4. Last 4 times I pronunciated it. It was different.
You're bad at this.
I don't know. So it's Oggermore.
Okay.
And I am from the Orcish nation of
those aren't words anymore.
Glenfell.
Okay.
It was a.
What are you? Are you a rogue or a warrior or?
I'm an imperial.
You're an imperial.
Yes. So we took over the elvish nation of Glenfell and turned it into an orcish nation by assimilation and a melting pot. It was like America, and we kind of mended cultures. Really, really nifty stuff.
So you're a warrior.
No, we're very peaceful.
No, you're. So what class are you? Like there's rogue, like sneaky warrior, which is fighter. There's like
very peaceful
smooth
people.
talker. There's stuff like that.
Nope, we don't want to.
You have no skills.
Yes.
All right, you get a -1 to everything.
No.
Go ahead and roll your die.
To be honest, I believe we are. We're the warrior class. We actually didn't do it peacefully. We killed off all of the elvish people.
So you're a warrior.
Yes, I'm a sneaky warrior.
Commoner level 1. Yep.
Hey, but my sword skills and my sleight of hand are really good. All right.
All right. You're walking down this path. You know, you see a dead horse in the middle. What do?
Eat it.
You know, that's like the first D&D book like you get in their starter pack. It's literally the same answer the first people I tried to DM gave me. They tried to eat the dead horse.
You tried to what?
They tried to eat the dead horse.
That you tried to DM what?
I tried to DM a group once with the starter set, like the first D&D book that you get.
What do you mean DM? What does that mean? Direct message?
Dungeon Master.
Oh, okay.
You're the person running the story.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I play it online. It's under a different title. They're Overlord. That's the title they use.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway.
So they said eat it?
Yeah, they said eat it. They tried to eat the eyeballs out of the horse. It was very weird.
Did they succeed? Did the horse kill them?
I guess. This was on that cruise ship, by the way. We were talking about my cruise ship. We all went to like one tiny
on a
little
boat
room.
in the middle ocean.
Yeah.
Captain's like, lock the doors. Don't let them kids out.
No, the captain was like, star date 2016.
What?
No.
Stardate?
Captain's log.
Captain's log, stardate 2016. We've been trapped in the library next to the Lido deck for 14 days. It's actually only been 14 minutes, but we're out of ice cream.
The all glass windows.
And the Lido deck food lines are getting long. We are hungry. We want to get in the pool, and we need some gelato stat. Captain's log.
Gelato.
Yeah, they have like gelato machines. Do you know what gelato is?
Not really.
It's like ice cream. But it's like sorbet.
You just used another big fancy word I don't know.
It's like ice cream that wasn't frozen, I think.
So it's like liquid ice cream?
Sorbet is
so it's just soft serve. They just pour soft serve into your cup.
It's a puddle. It's like they have a cup of milk and they're like, here you go, sir. No, it's the way they make it. So do you know like orange sherbet?
Yes.
It's like that, but it's real.
Okay.
Because orange sherbet technically is ice cream, but sorbet is different. It's usually Italian frozen yogurt. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what yogurt. Boom. See? Sorbet. Gelato.
Yeah, we didn't.
Gelato is Italian for sorbet, I think.
All right.
So tell us your story. So they tried to eat the horse?
Yeah, they tried to eat the horse. That's about it.
Were you like,
they all got bored like quickly after it and left. It was a bunch of high schoolers, so
You were like, guys, let me teach you the way.
No, it was not.
You were not the super nerd?
I mean, I had never DM'd a game either, and so like it was kind of weird. They
didn't know how to play, so it made it hard.
They didn't know how to play, it made it hard, and then it just kind of fell apart.
Did you talk?
And then I went to college, found a whole bunch of nerds.
And you're like, my people!
No.
See, I had my Counter-Strike team at Sanford did that stuff. They made a paper.
Our little team does it.
Well, yeah, but this was Sanford doesn't have esports or tech people.
Oh.
Like there is no technology department at Sanford. It's partnered or it's contracted out of the library. So if you have something broken, you take it to the IT department and those grown men fix it. But there is no like gamer board game group, or that culture's not there. In Alabama, what I found is that culture, like what we have here with games and video games and all that, does not exist at Sanford. Or
like, what do you mean? Like a club with video games?
The type of person. People who like D&D, there are maybe five of them out of the 5,000 at that university. Granted, the university was 3/4 female.
We're half and half.
Yeah, 3/4 female. It was noticeable. You'd walk into a class and you're like, I'm the only guy, and there's 30 other people in this room.
GGX gang? I'm not sure what that means.
TMPC.
He died twice before we had.
What's up, GG gang? How goes, Nerf? Nerf this 2G. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, Sanford had a different culture and population. So the Counter-Strike team I had there was very, I don't know, they were different. They weren't into, like, we would have practice and it would be fun, but they'd leave practice and go play Dungeons and Dragons or a game with the paper-made dice, and they'd all sit around a table in like the caf, or there was a lot of cafes on campus. So like we had food places everywhere.
Not here.
Yeah, it was the buildings were also made like Sanford. If you took Sanford and you took Bolivar and you put them next to each other, you'd be like, this is where you go to buy drugs, and this are all the people who paid the cartel to import them. That's a horrible comparison.
Yep, I don't even know which you said was which. And I don't want to know.
It wasn't. It was just different cultures. Like they didn't have a gaming culture there. It was very hard. Hell, the university threatened to throw me out when they Googled the word esports and they're like, "This is gambling, son." Jesus does not like this. And I was like,
we didn't really have a big gaming culture. Like we have a lot of gamers, but like there wasn't groups before you came. Like a lot of
unified them.
No, you did not. A lot of it started right like the semester before you came was when it really started happening, because we have board game groups, so we have that kind of nerd, I guess-ness, but we didn't have video game kind of things.
And to be honest, nerd is not a negative term.
Yeah, no, right, no, okay. I embrace nerd. Nerd is great.
Especially in this university, because it's like tech. You're like, you're a nerd. You're like, I know, I'm going to make $180,000 more than you on top of my average salary.
But like,
you're going to be working at McDonald's.
There weren't like a whole bunch of groups.
With your management degree.
#life. Like Chris, I think Chris got the gaming room, the office, the Xbox room. In the so we have this room with Xboxes in it in our game room, which we used to just have like pool tables and ping pong in there. Then
died again because the DMPC had turned into a T-Rex and fell on him.
But so that started,
concerned.
And that really got like eaten up by the sports people.
Esports?
That play Madden. No.
Oh, the Madden. Yeah.
The football team. That
and
goes
now
in there and
now
plays
they're
Madden.
all playing Fortnite.
Are they?
Yeah, that's all they ever play. You walk in there,
really?
they're all playing Fortnite.
But like that really
Fortnite
started
is the
it.
magical bridge to Madden, apparently.
And then the esports team kind of got started, and then with that came the Twitch channel partnership, and then the
Expo
were big things that changed all that. And then they got the game room computers, which was where the esports team was, and then that's now just a public game area, and they still have computers there, and then they have their own room, and we have our own room.
Finally.
So
what we got here. All right.
So yeah, there's it's like there wasn't a lot of like supported culture, and now there is.
To an extent.
So. Yeah.
Well, I think we're doing good.
We just need to get rid of Braden, and then we can move forward. What was that?
It's my cowbell.
Your cowbell. Your phone? Oh.
My Yeti. My
Your Yeti? Oh, Yeti cup.
My Yeti.
Be careful.
My microphone.
Nice to see they're ahead of the curve.
Jeff, do you even go to school here, Jeff? Are you an analyst? I'm concerned. I'm confused, Jeff.
Are you an analyst? I mean, I know that's like you're pointing out one person.
What?
Like, if they go to school here and are an analyst. Like, I think you're pointing out one person.
No.
I don't know.
Do you go to school here, question mark, or are you an analyst? Because he said he was from Oklahoma.
Oh.
I do not
Do
see.
you not see? Well,
but he's really embedded here, so you know. Thanks for being here,
Well, yeah.
Jeff, the Llama King. You always show up. We love you.
We got cool blue
Oh,
stickers as
Dr.
well.
Santa, I apologize for everything Xavier has ever said. Sums it up. Tell Doc. Wait, you're a friend of Xavier or his cat? You're an online friend of Xavier's cat. His cat's name is Dr. Santa. We need to clarify this. We need to cut back the online. We need to cut back the online the number of hours that cat has connected to League of Legends. It is.
I mean,
an epidemic.
is that against like you know ULOL rules of
felines are not allowed in the game?
Yeah.
They didn't specify, but you know they also stream without a delay, so
just a cat. Yeah.
All right, good.
I mean, we should see if we can just like stream.
I want to go
Dr.
kidnap his
Santa.
cat right now and like go stream with it. It's cuddly.
You've said this online. You just said
Did I want to go
criminal offense
of pet napping?
Yeah.
Well, if I take a nap with a cat, then I am pet napping. I'm napping.
You would probably also be trespassing to get to the nap with the cat.
No, I just open the door and the cat comes to me. It's not my fault. The door opened on itself. Wait, I said I was going to open the door. Oh, this is going horribly. This is deteriorating quickly.
Xavier, if your cat is missing, or Xavier's friend, if Xavier mentions his cat is missing, you know who to direct him to.
Josh
Chris Allison.
Adams. Well, I'm Josh Adams. I live in Landon, and I will be stealing Xavier's cat.
Nope.
The address to that is 1-800 University Lane. It's not the university's address.
1600 University.
Okay,
Lane.
all right. 1-800. I put a phone number up there. All right, first. That is true. That is very true. All right.
I don't know. Was there anything else?
I think that's it. We need a
list when we do these.
We do. We should do this more often. It was fun.
We shouldn't.
Don't lie. You've enjoyed it.
Now I just have to find where I'm going to stick this blue sticker. No, like a good spot.
Yeah, good point. We put it when we build a computer. I want to build like a blue themed computer. That'd be pretty dope.
That would be.
Wait, what if we made a computer that was in like the shape of a microphone?
It's their snowball.
Did you?
Sphere.
So when the Xbox 360 came out, people were like, "What is next?"
A circle?
Yeah.
Oh.
The circle. Did you see those renditions? It was like plexi or whatever. or a polycarbonate or some type of not polycarbonate, some type of plastic. They made like a see-through circle and put like a gold etched X in it or something. It was insane. No, that's a terrible. Oh yeah, make sure it's upside down and crooked.
He just said slap it on the ear. I'm not even sure if this is in frame. Yeah, it is. It's a little out of it. There we go.
Make it like a tattoo. We'll cut holes in it. It'll look like we see Pat walks in on his goodbye tour and he's like, "What did you boys do?" It doesn't matter. I'm leaving anyway.
I mean, we do need like blue up there eventually. We need to get another. We need to like get another poster eventually. Not that this one's bad.
So
or anything.
if we change sponsors, like the sponsor that's behind me at the bottom, which ends in July, does that mean we have to get new banners? They're only like $200.
Might mean it. Although this time Chris won't order an extra, or won't have to get an extra one because they messed up.
But we'll have to get our own.
Yeah. You know how great we are at generating our own merchandise and
jerseys.
Products.
We actually have to do that's another thing, the jersey design. I had those designed, but I didn't have, like, I liked the design I made. Did you?
Not really.
Oh, damn. Why not?
I don't know. They were kind of weird. I don't know.
You didn't like the armor looking thing?
Yeah. Well, because there was a lot of design up here and like nothing down here. Pretty much. I like the very like asymmetrical thing.
I hate this material.
Well, the material doesn't. I don't really care. Yeah, it's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
But
it's not breathable. It's not a jersey. It's like a penny.
But like I mean, I hate to bring up other people's merchandise, but if you've ever seen like, do you know Matt Pat, like Game Theory? Okay.
I know who he is, but I don't know his stuff.
So they made like their logo is very circular, right? Because it's the thing. Mm-hmm. And they made a shirt that their first round was like
print some fake abs on the bottom half. Hell yeah.
They have theirs like asymmetrical, like right at the hip, kind of like their logo's over here.
The booty.
Not really the booty, but over there, and so it looks very weird and it has a weird texture. I don't know. It looked cool. Not really as a jersey, but like you'd have to have extra things up
I
here,
want to get from these people.
But
they make insanely good stuff. And this was who sponsored us before. Now their t-shirts and stuff are just like standard. But they're like, have you've been in my room and seen the jerseys on the wall? They're that material. Oh, they added snapbacks. They have a flag, custom jersey. You can do the bundle right here for like 120. Jerseys are a little bit more expensive now, though. The hoodie is so comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we need to make that.
I wonder what the pro teams are. Let's go see Bulldog. That's the jerseys I have hanging up. Yeah, they're $42. Ooh, that's clean. I have that shirt right there.
I don't know.
They're a little expensive, and shipping would be hella a lot. Burrito, Riot, Trifecta. I think they did. They used to have some big sponsors. I don't know.
Anyway, look at the LCS jerseys. They have some neat designs.
Well, it's not just designs. It's like I just care about the material.
Well, the material can change. Like,
fine. I just don't like this material. It's heavy.
I like the design a lot. I remember first seeing them and I was like, ooh, fancy.
Yes, but this design on a different material would look nicer.
Yeah, okay. Just all about the material.
I am.
I'm not talking material. I'm just talking design. Like,
look, I think we need to get our Horizons project design going, and it'll look nice. I don't know. I want to branch out a little bit from SBU Esports because I don't know. I want us to be differentiated, but at the same time, keep purple. We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, we are purple. Can't abandon purple. We can't abandon purple.
No, we're not.
Then I can't go to NZXT and be like, you love purple, we love purple, Twitch loves purple. We all love the purple circle people.
Purple circle
No.
people. You got it right. Material girl in a material world. No comment. I was like, I'll say this. Never mind.
Yeah, great.
I'm filtering myself. I'm doing good.
That is good.
I'm a refined citizen.
Yeah, we don't want to get banned from Twitch like we get banned from CSGO.
I get banned from CSGO. And it's because I get angry at people and I have to deal with them. Hey, I'm like Liam Neeson, alright? I will find you. And I will kill you.
No.
If you're on my team or not. Ow.
We should do a giveaway next time when the Timo Cup starts.
Yeah, we should. We got all these things.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're gonna get.
Well, we need more. We need to work on engagement a little bit and posting to social media. If we could get our social media game down, this would be like a home run every single time. Our viewership was good this game.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I think that we need to work on, like Jeff's the Llama King. He's here.
Yeah.
He's still chilling with us. Oh, that's not good.
Don't worry, Braden's just breaking his battery.
Oh crap! That's like really not good, isn't it?
I don't
I'm not
know.
gonna mess with that anymore. Oh, it's in there.
Braden's phone's about to explode.
My lithium-ion battery is about to go.
Please, nobody notify the university. It's a controlled. Great.
It's under control. But yeah, posting to social media really helps, kind of getting a following that way. Those Facebook groups that are about League of Legends, the Collegiate Star League Facebook groups, if we reached out to them, you know, we have a quality product that we're handing out. We have good audio and decent lighting for now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, don't compliment my overlay. I see how it is.
What? No, we got good. Oh, yeah, like that looks nice. I'm just saying, you know, your overlay looks nice and all, but it really destroys like the video. You know, videos in
video.
The visuals are a whole category. So if audio looks good, audio is good. Check. Game audio, we don't control that. It's good. Mic audio, it sounds good. It's good. Video audio or video footage and what you see, you know, the overlays and the commercials and the transitions look great. That's great. The camera, the people on camera look like trash, you know, because I got a glare and I can't put my hat on or something like that, so I have to wear it backwards.
I mean, that's a lot of things we have to buy and upgrade.
Yeah.
It's things we know we have to buy and upgrade. Just haven't done it yet.
Well, I don't have a part. Give me a list of what we need to buy and we'll buy it.
I am going to someday. Well, I mean, we just got our budget basically, and semester did just start, so that is.
You know, if we go this semester without buying anything, next semester they'd be like, "Well, you have like $5,000 in your." No.
Stop giving us money. That's what'll happen.
No, they don't know what we have in our bank account. I don't think that's all accounting because our bank account's set aside separate.
Circle lights.
We need circle lights like the ones with the circle and the hole in the middle and the shine, but they're like $1,000 a piece. So if you're sponsored or you know anyone who makes them, you know, we'd love to talk. I'll contact them. Oh crap! I need to send out that. You know that phone call I made when we were doing the design process in the Taylor building when I brought you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that phone call. Haven't sent him the pitch deck yet.
Come on, Braden.
I need to go do that. I need it.
Oof.
That was a big oof.
Yeah. They seemed very nice. So
they were, but it is a weekend, so I guess that gives me some time. I'll send it tonight or whenever.
Right now. Send it right now. Just do it on stream.
Whip out my laptop. Well, I think it's not 100% finished yet. It's pretty close, though. How bad would it be if I just snapped this in half? Would it blow my fingers off?
No. Doubt it.
Maybe. Or I just started stabbing it.
Batteries aren't that volatile. Like,
especially when they're not charged.
Yeah. Maybe sometimes. If you set it on fire, I would be a little afraid, but no.
We don't have any
I
others,
don't
don't
think
worry.
we have anything over there. Hopefully, we don't have anything that starts fires over there. We have a lot of things over there, though.
We do. Wait, I was looking for tape earlier. There's tape right there.
I did tell him there was no more tape. I don't know where that came from. I think we brought that over from the office. From the esports arena.
Yes, but it's been in here when I was trying to tape that up.
I'm aware.
Just kidding. All right. Anything else?
Videos coming out. Equipment to buy.
We've kind of done a good update of Horizons project. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah. There's not much going on. Stuff starts this week. That'll kind of gauge stuff.
How are these going? Are we going to do this again next Sunday or Saturday?
Is there a game next Saturday?
I don't know. Do you want to do the show?
No.
You don't?
Not unless we, like, if we have something to do. I don't know if we're going to have much to do in a week. I don't know if in a week we're going to be like, hey, yeah, all this stuff happened.
Well, we could just do updates on, like, news stuff, like what the WAN show does.
Yeah. I don't think, do they do that every week? I don't think they do that every week. Really,
Every
they do
Friday.
that every Friday. What are you going to call this?
The band show.
The band show.
The last one that goes live before we get banned.
Yeah, that's totally not gonna have Twitch moderators checking us out. Hey, that extra view, guys. It's worth
Counts.
it.
Clickbaited. Twitch got clickbaited. It'd be pretty interesting.
We'd have to come up with a good name, but I don't know. Maybe every 2 weeks or something.
We could, I guess, something like that.
Depends on how much happens in a week. Because sometimes we do have slow weeks. Where
Well, you don't see the lights. You don't shine a camera at the lights, Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
What?
Well, he's talking about the lights.
I mean, I don't get why you say you don't shine a camera at the lights.
Because it doesn't look very professional. Well, no one's going to see it. They're lights.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can do DIY setups. We're just, I mean, if we're going to invest money in them, we're just going to invest money in what we can use longer.
Right, so if so there's a GoFundMe actually out there that I started yesterday that talks about kind of our project, has some of our graphics we've made. If you check, I'm getting banned. School won't let me stream anymore after this one. Hey man, we're partnered. We can do anything we want.
That's not true.
Until March 7th, we're gonna go
In fact,
wild.
they had a meeting where they literally told us we could not do anything we wanted. They told all partners they could not do anything they wanted.
Like it's wild that there's words and phrases I can't say that technically don't mean anything outside of Twitch. Like if you direct a comment at a streamer. What's the type of streamer that I'm so excited that, or I hope that these terms will get rid of? Exactly. Yep. Can't say that. If I say that, we're in trouble.
Yeah, you can't.
Any terms that go along with that.
You can't do anything that's insulting to someone else. You can't.
But
do
insulting's
anything
relative.
Yeah, it kind of is. But well.
But here's
I
the thing:
mean,
Twitch will ban you no
like-
matter what. They don't care.
Yeah, well,
Unless they're getting
it's case
sued right
by
now.
case.
They're
It's
getting
case by
sued.
case.
They took down who was it? Someone.
Careful what you say here.
No. So someone, I forgot what his name is. He was on. It says on Steam. It's in my news feed on Steam. But he got closed down because he had a role in a gambling site for CS:GO skins, and Twitch took away his partnership and just closed his channel without any notice. He is suing. That was in 2016. He is suing Twitch now because of a breach in contract. Well, you can't call out people because it's a negatory name. But
he's thinking of a broad term for a type of streamer, not like a specific person.
Yeah. So this guy was just streaming, and he'd stream himself gambling on the site, and they basically said you know what, gambling's a gray area, just limit it to a few minutes. Stuff like that, because he would gamble on stream. Well, it came out that he had partial ownership in that, and so Twitch just banned him. Closed down everything, shut down his monetization, like just when it poof, you're gone, without an explanation. And he had to go to YouTube, he lost all that income. Well, now he's suing Twitch for a breach in contract that basically said, nowhere in my contract, in my clause, did I breach the contract. It doesn't say anywhere that I'm not allowed to do this. That was fine. Our contract said, until I break these terms, or until I'm notified, or until you give me so much notification, I am monetized by you. It's basically like you walk to work and it's like you're fired. It's illegal termination, or whatever it's called, unjust termination. Anyway. Well, he lawyered up and is now taking Twitch to court for like big bucks. I'm trying to remember what it is off the top of my head. There's monetization that he's lost. There's time costs. There's legal fees. There's potential monetization he lost while not growing. There's growth charges. There's what is it? Not liabilities, but toward everything. He's hitting them with everything because legally they canceled his channel when he did absolutely nothing wrong, and it wasn't you're now no longer going to be a partner. It's, oh, I can't log into Twitch. I'm completely gone. And so he went back and he lawyered up, and it's going to be interesting.
I mean, guess if it wasn't against their TOS, it doesn't.
Well, it was the fact that Twitch told him, like, he has records of communicating with Twitch that, like, yes, I'm gambling, is this okay? And they're like, it's gray area, it's fine, you know, we haven't addressed it, you should be fine. And then Twitch comes out and says, we never said that, or whatever, and then Twitch, like, banned his channel, and then he's like, whoa, records, whoa, our contract. $46 payout. Well, no, it's so subscribers. The interesting thing will be if he wins, how do you track from I think it was 16. From 16 to now, how do you track what his subscriber rate would be? So all the subscribers for every single month, plus donations, plus ad revenue, plus merchandise, plus there's the the hurt to his image and like
slander
that occurred because of it. There's the contractual breach of contract, which there's a payout for that. We're talking multiple millions of dollars going to be paid out to this guy because Twitch was like, you know what, we don't like what you're doing, you're gone. They didn't follow their own rules that they wrote and that they quote unquote enforce. So
it's probably why they have updated community guidelines. Is that went into effect yet?
March 7th.
March 7th.
Yeah, they were like, wait a second, everyone's confused. And they defined clothes that you're supposed to, because I read this. I'm in one of the Facebook groups, one of the largest ones for Twitch.
They defined it as like
clothes that you can wear outside. Wear to the mall. Yeah. And everyone's like, if I want to wear a tank top to the mall, and one girl was like, if I want to wear a string bikini to the mall, damn it, I will. And everyone's like, but you can't wear that at the mall. And they're like, I believe I could. So Twitch was like, because of this, we're going to hold off and bring some more clarity. And by that, we haven't heard anything from them. Have they said?
They just like copy some school dress code.
Yeah, like seriously, what you need to do is you need a sense of professionalism. You can be a hip company all you want, Twitch, but there comes a time where you are not, or you are no longer a fun, hobby time, fun time website, and that you're a actual corporation. And actual corporations who are going to subcontract out labor need to be very professional, because if you have a bad laborer, you're going to have a bad image. And that's potentially what exactly can happen when it's the entertainment industry. Just be like, look, we are a very welcoming and inviting community. However, we do have children audience, so we need it to be, every stream needs to be professional. Or you can have, you know, this is a direction to go. I don't know if I agree with it. I haven't put much thought into it, but not an adult section, but a grown-ups section.
So an age-gated thing.
What?
Age gate.
Like an age gate, which granted everyone would be like, I'm 18!
Or you can
like
have to
Mixer addresses it. You're not allowed
and-
to talk age on Mixer. So there's no conversation of age. If you're talking about age on Mixer, you can get booted out. Because they don't want the discrimination, they don't want the hate, and they don't want any potential.
The streamer can't, or like the people
chat and
either,
can't talk about age.
That's weird.
People ask how old you are, not allowed to say it. I think if I put it in my bio, it's fine. But for like chatters, like, hey man, how old are you? Because they own Minecraft, so there's a huge connection to like younger audiences and older audiences. And if you think about it, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but it could be. You have a lot of converging identities that are not used to broadcasting. So,
yeah, I don't know. There's ways. There's things.
What's another one? I just think you should like they should define cleavage. They should define like shirtless. They should define these things. And I think the whole like,
it's kind of what they want to stay away from too, though. They were like, well, we don't want people to get a ruler out and measure like skirt length or cleavage length or whatever metrics you could measure. They were like, we don't want that.
That's the problem, and they've grown so big that, you know, it's.
I mean, I don't know. I get it both ways. I don't know. It's a hard problem to solve. If it was an easy problem, Twitch would have solved it.
I think it's a hard problem because of their identity.
I mean, they're
because how do you address
creative platform that is going to be, if they do one way, they're going to be viewed as censoring, and if they do the other, they're going to not
conservative or liberal.
Yeah,
you can take this to politics.
No. Stream's ending, guys. Goodbye.
Run. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. All right, well, I need to go write a script and send out a proposal. What about you?
I need to go eat.
Ooh,
it is Meller's time.
It's Meller's time.
Female cosplay, community shrinking.
See, and there's that whole thing like Destiny and or
they
not,
did.
Overwatch.
Okay, so Twitch did talk about like. I want to be very careful here because I don't know like how confirmed this was, but like, nudity being allowed in artistic means that they were trying to work towards. Like, apparently they were trying to make it possible for artists to do nudity.
Well, I'm gonna be
really
naked
weird.
on stream and title every stream creative and play Counter-Strike. This is my creative art.
No, it was like it had to be towards art, so like drawing things.
What about Conan Exiles? All right, you can have a long schlong in that game.
What is it? Body painting, I think, was one thing they were trying to allow, but not. They couldn't right now under the rules or something. There's something they're trying to work towards that. A lot of people were worried about like drawing, like they draw a figure under the thing they draw, and so it kind of looks like a nude person, but they don't put features on it. It's just the shape, and they were worried about that being counted against them. So Twitch was like, no, we're not gonna count that. But like,
and like I've known like Snugs Meow. She's a Twitch streamer. She's a big cosplay person. I met her at TwitchCon. You know, she is very much into the full body costumes and going out and doing photo shoots and stuff like that. And so like what she does is perfectly acceptable. Like it's fine. But I can understand that some people wouldn't agree with it. And that's where you're going to get these differences. And when you have a community that is so diverse as Twitch is, you know, you're gonna run into these things.
That's what made me wonder if they are working towards an age gate kind of thing, where they're like, oh, this is a stream that has this in it. You know,
that's
click
what
off or click in.
Mixer, when you go to a page, you don't see anything, not Twitch, not anything. It says, click this if you're 18 and up.
So,
like, you don't even see chat.
Great.
You have to click don't show anymore or just okay. It covers a window. One window covers video and one window covers chat.
Shad laughing in the distance.
Who's that? So
Jeff, you're a terrible person. No, I'm just kidding.
Alrighty. I think we're good here.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I don't know why I had those on.
Who is that? Chad or Jeff? I don't know why I call him Chad. That's weird. Anyway. Yep, we're gonna end. There's not much else to do.
We'll put this battery in here for a break.
You can watch Braden's battery explode.
Boom. Alrighty. You ready to go eat some food and write a script real quick?
No, I'm not writing the script. That's you.
Who's filming aren't you doing the unboxing?
Am I doing the unboxing? Hey guys, we're doing an unboxing real quick. Your Shad?
Is it supposed to rain tomorrow or tonight?
I don't know.
It's supposed to freeze?
I don't think so. I thought it was supposed to get to like 30. Yeah, it might be freezing. It might be like 35.
Oh, that's even worse.
I don't know.
It's not freezing, just cold enough to make it mad.
All right, well.
All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure you drop a follow, drop a subscribe, and hit us up on social media. We would love to communicate and talk with you there. Bye.